commentator intro. Alright, what is up, everyone? It's your boy, Sir Goku1, also known, or colloquially known as Spence. And I'm here with my good friend, Drywall Eater 69, locally known as Drywall.
It's true. What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Bracket. We got Strawberry Jam versus Kita Candy here. This is an elimination match. Loser gets 17th.
And do you know who the winner will play? Is it determined yet?
Let me actually pull that up. Give me a sec.
I don't think it's determined yet, but we can probably do the math.
Yeah, we can see who the people. It could be are. Okay, it will be the winner of this will be fighting the loser of Maddie and SMB, which is the next match, I think, or like 2 matches away.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Definitely tonight.
Yeah, it's the next match.
I could be louder. But yeah,
I mean,
Strawberry Jam versus Kita. I believe Jam's PB time is 38. And
I believe it's 38 versus 40, I believe.
Yeah, Kita I think either has a 40 or 40. I should actually check to see the exact time. So Jam would be considered the favorite, but it is like within a margin of, you know, if something goes wrong for Jam, I'd say it'd probably be a pretty close race, depending.
So true. Spence, what's your opinion on Seagate?
I mean, people love to, you know, rag on Seagate. It can be annoying for sure. I think it's the type of thing when you're like doing runs and resetting, the last thing you want to do is have to mash through it. But I think just like doing it one time in a race, it really isn't that terrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's definitely a sprint. I mean, like, you know, people kind of think of it as just like, oh, we have to get through this stage. But there is like a lot of like little tech to like make it more efficient. And, you know, like when you watch people like Joey get like a cracked time, it's like, oh wow, there is a lot going on beyond just mashing like a caveman.
True. Now, I need your opinion on one other thing. How do you feel about both these players playing in English?
Well, you know my opinion. I think you already know what I'm gonna say.
Can you share with the family?
Sure. So for those that don't know, we've kind of gone through it, but some people might be new. It's actually faster to play in Japanese, specifically because of the stage. There's 12 less text boxes that you have to mash through when you're playing on the Japanese version. Now, I know people like Drywall don't do it because they don't want to be a weeb, but if you care about saving those 12 text boxes, which is, you know, if you're not a fast masher, like I'm not really good at mashing, it saves me like 2 seconds. So it's definitely worth doing, in my opinion.
I love losing time.
That's how you know.
Both getting
yeah,
very
so
similar
looks
times
like,
here.
yeah, they both ended, I think, 148, 147, it looked like.
Yeah, I think so.
So pretty similar. And they're both playing on emulator, I believe. So loads should be identical here, or at least very close.
Similar, but we do have the IGT timers as well, which makes it easy to compare at end of stage.
Right, that is true. So Jam technically with like a second lead right now, looks like. Looks like she gets the skip. You love to see it.
Yeah, both doing different strats here. Most people want to opt to do the hammer over the water. It is the fast strat. Unfortunately, if you mess up, you can die.
Right.
Or so Kita just doesn't go for it.
Yeah, even if you don't die, it's really slow to do the backup if you miss it. So Kita opting to not go for it, just do the safer strat. Well, Jam did opt for it and got it, which kind of gave her a little lead here.
Damn, Jam kind of on a decent seaside hill. Must have learned from her buddy Deku.
Facts. I usually like look at the timer right at the ramp to kind of see what my pace is at, just to kind of get an idea. Jam was at a 40, which is really solid, and then Kita I think had a 48 at the ramp.
No, Kita, don't do that. That was so sad. Just homing attacked instead of ground excelling there after losing her speed.
Let's see, Jam finishing up the stage here. 119, not bad, not bad. Oh, Kita didn't go.
128 for Kita, yeah.
Yeah. It looks like she had the chance to do the Rocket Excel with Cream at the end. Maybe she wasn't confident in it. I love when Cream shows up and you can Rocket Excel there. Feels good.
Yeah, we do have Pacekeeper too as well. Thank you, Pacekeeper. I don't know who it is, but it's likely to be TSD.
TSD, the pacekeeping goat.
Unless it's
Although I
somebody
did
else, then
see.
please let us know.
Right, yeah. We don't want to just give credit. Although I did see TSD was wrong the other day. Which is
Oh
pretty
wow, we gotta kill this guy. What's up? Thank you, S-Fan. You are Pacekeeper.
Alright, so Ocean Palace, definitely a stage where you gotta break a lot of doors. There's a lot of different methods we kind of see people do. So it'll be interesting to see which ones both Jam and Kita go for here. Okay, at least that doesn't look like either of them has had trouble so far. There's still more doors to break, but that can be one thing that people can struggle with sometimes, is if you just run into the door trying to break it, you can lose a decent chunk of time.
Yeah, there are a few methods to break doors. I believe Trell doors is the fastest, but I don't think either of them are doing that.
Yeah, it can be pretty difficult because you have to switch really quickly, and if you don't do it properly, you just smack into the door.
Pretty fun activity.
Right. Okay, so Jam does the ground excel there into the spring. I was wondering what method she was gonna do. Let's see. Kita's coming up on the same spot. Okay, also does the ground excel into the spring, okay.
Yeah, Jam's saving a lot of time here as well. Looks like about almost 10 seconds here.
Yeah, 132. Kita gets a 141, so about 9 seconds saved by Jam. Ocean Palace. Which is interesting because it wasn't really like Kita did. Like, I didn't notice anything, any like big error. I think Jam was just a little bit more efficient on the stage overall.
Yeah, it just be like that sometimes. Sometimes you're just more optimized.
Right, yeah.
Damn,
Alright,
Cam is
so.
a cheese strap. Wow.
Really makes you think. That's interesting. Do you turn the camera when you do your egg hawk? Or do you
I
keep
do
it?
not.
Okay, interesting. Because I turn the camera around. I don't like seeing the like front-facing view.
That's fair. I don't know which camera button to use, so I just don't bother.
That's it. Did neither of those hits hit? Interesting.
That was a huge birdie.
Okay, well, still got a 21 for missing the initial hits. Not terrible.
Yeah, 22 for Jam, so is that key to saving time?
Yeah,
Thoughts?
it'd be second save for a
That's how
little
you
longer.
know.
The comeback starts now.
I did see Jam was practicing the Rainbow Ring strat in Grand Metro. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about the one where it looks like you're gonna die and then you
Yeah, the
activate
one
flight.
after bridge skip.
Right. That's an
Yeah, I
interesting.
saw her going for it and dying, so I'm a little concerned there.
Will she
Hopefully
do
that
it?
doesn't happen.
Yeah. Um, it is an interesting strat that was kind of a recent development found that like for some reason those rings send you way faster than a lot of the other rings in the game. I personally haven't messed around with it, but I have seen clips. You can do gate clip? Nope. It's like Jam just opting to open the switch, kill a little robot, and keep moving.
Okay, we do get a rocket excel there. Nice.
Jam getting on the ramp at 47. It looks like Kita also opted to just flip the switch
Oh, are you watching on Discord or on the stream?
on the stream.
Yeah, just go into the Discord and watch there. It's a little more up to date for us.
Thank God.
No, Jam is
Oh,
dead.
no.
Oops.
That is unfortunate.
I
At
was
least
not.
he grabbed the checkpoint, so it wasn't too far after the checkpoint.
This is big news for Kita, assuming she doesn't
Yeah.
die. Oh, she refilled her
Okay, yeah,
meter
yeah.
somehow. I don't know how that worked, but whatever.
She was definitely pretty high up there, but it got through. And now it's actually pretty close because of that death. At least real time here.
What is your opinion on Grand Metro?
It's definitely an interesting stage. I think it's like the first real like separator in the run in terms of like there's so many, you know, like advanced tacks and other things you can do to really optimize it. I feel
Oh
like
yeah, true.
there's a lot of variance in times you can get like if one thing goes wrong. I enjoy it personally as like I think it's like a fun stage. I'm glad it's kind of like the what is it like the fourth stage in the run. I think it's at like a good spot in the run where it's like, all right, time to really lock in here.
Oh, that's the suspense quote. Lock it in.
It looks like Kita only had a single cream upgrade, so I don't know if she missed the second one.
I think she just didn't hit the checkpoint before bridge skip.
Okay. That'll do it. So for those that are wondering, we generally try to get both level ups with cream. That way we can kill those robots near the end of the level faster. Because if cream's level 2, she'll just knock them out right away.
True. Now, Kita Kenny looks like she lost 4 seconds here. She's gonna be saving probably about 8 because Jam took a 12-second death.
Yep.
Yeah, now they're only 10 seconds apart.
Interesting.
Elevator skip. I'm not sure if either of them will get it. Looks like Jam is setting up for it at least.
Looks like she's gonna try here. She does have the opportunity. Okay, she's a little bit close. She's
We are
too
low as well.
Yeah, you would need like a perfect one there. Can she get the backup? Oh,
Kita too low here. Can go for the backup, but
let's see. Okay, opportunity for Kita on the backup. Oh, she was too far away, ran out of meter. Okay, so neither of them get the elevator skip, but you know, happens. Curious to see how their times will vary outside of the elevator skip.
see we are both having some issues going through this section. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't think Jam opts for the hammer pull with Amy. He just goes to the wall instantly.
Oh, true. I did see her go up as big though, which is an interesting decision, but I don't know. Maybe that's what she does.
Yeah, I mean, I think it worked out relatively. She got, let's see, a 130, and then Kita finishing the stage here.
Me saving a bit unless we fall down, which I hope we don't
Yeah,
do. We don't.
2 seconds. So Jam's lead will shrink to about 7 seconds here. Interesting.
I do believe we're probably just gonna be seeing the normal strat people do here. Back in my day, we didn't have this strat though.
And what strat are you referring to, Raul?
The one where you hold the triggers and jump and hold it out.
Right. For the Team Sonic fight.
Back in my day, you just hold back and press B.
Let's see. Yep. And does Kita
Oh, Kita, what are we
Oh,
doing? Accident, I guess. That's so sad.
yeah. She must have not meant to switch, I guess, to big.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she switched to big. I don't know if it's just muscle memory from the old strat, but surely we can
Right.
do it this time.
I believe. The good news is she quit out right away, so it's not a huge deficit assuming she hits it here. Okay, this should work. Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, well that is a time save for Jam. I think around 6 seconds or so before she had quit out. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, probably. Maybe a little more because of the fade out taking time as well.
Right. Alright, let's see. So we got Casino Park here. Jam does get through. The goal is to get to the middle pipe at the beginning. That way you can just kind of skip the first table.
Yeah, if you don't land there initially, it can be pretty hard to get in there.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm glad
I'm
we
almost
beat that.
Yeah, I almost like I'm down to just restart the level if I don't make it in the pipe because it can be really difficult to try and get your characters like outside of that table.
I'm glad you don't see them very much in rows because the pinball tables can be really punishing.
Alright, so Jam's setting up for the Thunder Shoot, and this looks clean. Needs to switch at the right time, and
Oh,
she does.
let's
That
go.
was solid. Solid by Jam. Uh-oh, okay. Kita
Yeah,
makes it
Kita
over.
flying early, but still
Yeah,
makes
that
it.
looked a little scary. She got there.
Now, do you have any opinions on Bingo Highway? Because I don't like that guy. I'm not a big fan of that guy.
It's an interesting stage for sure. Um, a lot of variance, definitely.
Oh,
Um,
Kita not looking too good here.
yeah, let's
Amy
see
is
if this
dead.
will
Where is
work.
Big?
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Big made it.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a little fight. Um, yeah, I mean, being a highway can be frustrating. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong. I mean, sometimes you can fall through the floor even, like, it's definitely one of those stages. But
Yeah,
it does feel good, I will say, like, when everything does go your way, it's like, oh, thank God, you know?
haven't had that one happen to me yet. Now, we won't be seeing Joker strat, unfortunately. So
Right.
sad for the Spence fan base.
Yeah, how will we ever, do? Um, let's
Not a big
see.
fan of this table here, but looks like we get through it fine enough.
Yeah, that table can be tricky. I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of time there, myself included. But Jam makes it through. What if Jam did keto clip?
Oh,
No.
we tried.
Yeah, you have to go at a slight angle, but she was the correct formation for it.
Oh my god, I'm so surprised Kita landed up there. That was
Yeah,
so close to being on the little ledge.
yeah. You falling down there is pretty brutal. You can lose a lot of time. Glad we made that work. Okay, Jam going for the roll clip. Gets it.
That is how you know.
Yeah. I generally say like when you're learning rows, that roll clip is probably like the first one to start with. It's like one of the easier ones to get down.
Can't even do that one. You know what that means?
Ah. Okay, Kita going. Surely Kita hits Kita clip here, right?
Ah,
Oh, it looked good, but she didn't get it.
what is the point?
Right. So Kita clip, for those that don't know, skips this little rolling section that Kita is going through right now. Um, Not sure how much it actually saves, but it definitely saves a little bit. Okay, so Jam getting a 213. That's pretty solid.
Yeah. Okay, we're just team blasting. I understand.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Right, so we had seen Jam did the roll clip there. The alternative usually is just do the team blast, which is slower, but it's, safe. You don't have to worry about missing the roll clip or anything.
Yeah, and if you miss the roll clip, you're probably just gonna have Team Blast anyway.
Right, yeah, so from that perspective, makes sense.
Thoughts on cheese strat? Perhaps?
Imagine.
We're not doing
Nah,
it.
we team blast in this household.
I know Kita does some cheese strats.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm not a big cheese user, at least right now. I always just am worried I'm gonna mess it up in some way. Ooh, gets the
Oh, the snipe, let's go.
Thundershoot on the goal ring. You love to see it. But yeah, Jam doing the traditional method here. Looks like he got the Amy upgrade, so having to kill wave 3 with Amy.
Did get the cream level 2 eventually, though.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
Right. Ideally, we get it right away. But
Yeah.
sometimes the RNG is not on your side, and you have to make it do. Interesting. Okay. Got 101, 102. Okay. So now we'll see Kita do the same thing. It's the team
Yeah,
blast.
not very much variance in this fight. Of course, you
Right.
could do cheese strat, but I would not particularly recommend it unless
Three
you
of them.
have actually practiced quite a bit.
Right. I am glad that the Rose team fights are generally like pretty solved. I know in some of the other categories, like team fights can be way more irritating to deal
I
with.
I gotta say, the one thing Team Rose has, there's like one instance of RNG in it.
Right. And it's really not like the end of the world.
Yeah. Getting the levels from Team Blast itself is really cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
All
Rev
right, so
Canyon, though.
yeah, Jam entering Rail Cannon here. Um, I don't think she's gonna go for DSS or anything, which can be a pretty scary trick to go for.
Yeah, Aura Spittin', though. We do have Ground Excel in this team, which might as well be RNG.
Yeah, that might as well be an RNG, a roll of the dice, if you will.
Oh, we just rail switch there?
Yeah, Jam
Interesting.
has that rail switch down. Okay, gonna jump with flight here.
Let's go Euless strat.
Solid. Yeah. I'd say outside of the Death and Metro, Jam's run's been pretty solid thus
Yeah,
far.
definitely. This is... I don't know what her usual paces are, but this seems pretty good for her level.
Yeah. And then Kita not doing bad either. I mean, there hasn't been any major mistake. At least that I've noticed. Okay, grabs the checkpoint. Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, not too much to talk about in Rail Canyon if you're not going for the big boy glides.
Right.
It is
Especially,
very much landing on rails and staying on them.
yeah. It can be difficult though. I mean, like you can get a weird non-rail switch and that can kill you. So you kind of
Yeah.
have to be on the lookout. But ideally, it goes, as planned. Okay, and Jam lands on the final rail on a 152. Not bad. Not bad. Looks like she's happy about that.
Yeah, not much Kita can do to save time here. Probably
No.
gonna get a similar time.
All right, bullet station. What
What?
cycle do we think Jam gets here?
I was just
27?
about to ask you, actually.
How
I'm
about I
thinking
ask you, bro?
30 or
You think
31, whichever
31?
one it is. No,
Oh.
Kita! Oh my god!
Oh no, is that too low?
She can live this.
Okay, okay.
There we
Thank
go.
God. Good.
Still very
Good.
scary.
You had to lock in there. I'm glad. Yeah, just keep moving. There you go. Okay, jam.
It's looking a little 31 to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be, unless we have. Okay, maybe not. Big did not want to jump in the cannon. We are getting 34.
34. It's unfortunate. There's definitely some manipulation there with getting your teammates to jump in like right away. That's definitely useful to like have that knowledge.
True, I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I switched to flight and then back to speed and
Yeah.
jump, and it usually works.
Right. Putting them in that totem gets them close to the cannon. They generally jump in faster than if you just were to jump in like with Amy.
So true. Kita, unfortunately, getting like a 206 or something, so gonna be losing a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Almost
I mean, at
15
least she
seconds.
didn't fall off the rail.
Yeah,
But
that was very scary.
yeah, it was close. Ooh, that was a little bit scary.
Looks like Jam has not been quick switching very much this run, actually, which I find interesting. She's kind of just been unpressing and repressing the P button.
Right, just taking the speed as the game gives you. Oh
Ah,
no.
sad for Kita. Can we?
Finishing
I
that
don't think we can.
can still get 31 though.
Yeah, we still get 31, but we
Which
can't get
will save
27.
30 seconds on Jam. Okay, Albatross can be a tricky boss fight as well. I'd argue it might be the most.
Froggy too?
Yeah, it
I don't
sucks.
know
I'm
if
not a big fan.
right. I don't know if it's the most difficult. I mean, personally, I don't think Emperor's that bad. I would probably give it to Albatross. It mainly comes down to first cycle, in my opinion. If you can hit first cycle well, usually you have a good fight. But if you like
Okay,
miss,
we have failed the assignment, unfortunately.
now it starts getting all over the place because Albatross is going to be in a different location. Not. The robots are in weird spots. It just kind of like throws everything off.
Okay, I gotta know, Spence, have you ever gotten hit by a spike ball in this boss fight?
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
It's
thank
rare.
God.
It does
It
happen.
happens to me every time when I mess up, actually. Every
That's
time, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Is it on the second
Oh
cycle?
shit. Yeah, on the
You
second
get-
cycle. Oh, we missed the snipe. This is not good for Jam. We get 42.
Unfortunate. But at least she didn't die. I mean, the goals don't like get knocked off the stage here.
Yeah, pretty much. Although one time, I think I got a 57 without getting knocked off. I thought that was pretty impressive.
I had to fight Froggy.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
the other goals did not do that.
right. I don't know the highest I've gotten without getting knocked off. It's probably like a 48 or something crazy.
That's because Spence is the GOAT.
But yeah, I have gotten hit by the spike ball, and what I do to adjust is I go a little bit wider. I think on phase 2 you can get hit.
Yeah.
And so I just take it a little bit wider, and that usually evades hitting any spike ball.
Gotta take the
see.
Spence strategy.
The Spence strategist. Speaking of Spence stratagems, that's coming up on the stage that Jam's currently
Oh,
on.
that's true. Kita
But-
also having a bit of a disaster.
Yeah.
Okay, we should have a slightly faster time, assuming we don't miss the snipe.
Okay, 39. So that does save time on Jam, surprisingly.
True.
Jam got a 48, right?
I think, was it? I thought it was a 42. I forget. Either way, it's saving time.
Yeah, it was in the 40s. So yeah, Frog Forest, definitely a stage that you can fall off on. There's a lot of like dangerous things that can happen.
Very fun and cool stage.
Right. Oh, interesting. She goes with flight here. Good, grabs a checkpoint. That's huge. She's not gonna go for Spence strat, I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah, like Jam doesn't go for it. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
We might have to kill her. Oh, we're taking the flower even.
Do that? I think she did.
She didn't react at all
No,
on
yeah, she didn't
camera.
react at all. So I think that was an intentional flower grab. So for those that are unaware, you can take the flower, and it's a little bit slower than some of the other strategies, but you know it's pretty safe. You just take it to the top vine and then jump off. And that's
Oh,
exactly what Jam did.
that's true, S-Fan. She should have done Emerald Skip.
In the 40s, Savick reference.
Havoc reference.
Okay, does Kita
Opinion
do
on
loop
Lost
skip?
Jungle?
She does, okay,
Oh,
nice.
nice loop skip.
Good job.
I don't like Lost Jungle, actually. I can't
Yeah.
can't do bonus climb, that's how you know.
Yeah, Joey Jungle can be pretty frustrating at times. Especially so what Jam's doing right now, bonus climb. You basically climb these weird like geometries and you hope to
Oh,
get
we are
kind of,
low.
and she unfortunately did not, and so this is the problem with going for that. Because if you miss, you lose a lot of time.
Meanwhile, Kita going for Spence strat. Do we make this? We do!
And she did it. Thank
Big
God.
boost for Spence.
Someone in this household goes for Spence strat. Thank
Oh,
you.
are we dead? What are we doing, Kita? Oh my
Okay,
god, we
we're
barely
alive,
made that.
Yeah, jump to the end of the save.
Fortunately, that definitely negates the time save from Spence strat.
Yeah, unfortunately. But that could have happened taking the flower too, right? Or the rocket.
Yeah.
So.
Might have to start doing Emerald Skip. Gotta keep the strats alive, just like I'm keeping the Team Sonic strat alive. Can't let it go extinct.
Right. Alright, so Jam getting through Lost Jungle here, looking like a 123, high 123. She's definitely upset that she missed the first bonus climb, but, you know, at least didn't die. That can happen, so.
True. Always preferable to not dying.
Right. Let's see, does Kita go for it? Looks like she is.
Now
Gonna
I
go.
know Kita can do this, surely.
Ooh, okay. That was a very fast one, actually.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go.
Grab the checkpoint. Nice.
Now we all know about the not holding anything strat, but I'm not sure if Jam will do the optimization where you do hold something.
I don't think she knows about that. It took her a while to get on the not hold anything strat.
I see.
So I think, yeah, it looked like she's just gonna let it go.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was any conspiring going on, as her and Deku seem to be good buddies.
Right.
Cream
Yeah.
has been taken. She
Thank
is gone forever, but that shouldn't matter.
Doesn't matter, hopefully. Should be able to just kill the guy here. Okay. So yeah, Keto on pace for like a 114, 15? 16, 17. There we go.
You keep making Spence count up. What's
Yeah,
the
no.
point?
How did he know? Hey, there's the Deku raid. Speak of the devil. Alright, so Jam loading into Hanging Castle here. I think she's gonna try, or is she just gonna go for the switch? Is she gonna try roll clip? Nope. Okay.
What? I forgot that people are doing this tournament.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm sorry
Jam's
to
the only
hear.
one I've seen go for it, but there's probably been others.
I think I saw somebody else go for it, but I forget who.
I mean, it's really not like if you're not confident in opening the door or getting through the door, it's fine to just take the time to open it, you know? Because you can lose a lot of time.
It probably doesn't lose as much time as I'm thinking, but it really does look like it loses a billion.
Yeah, it does. Alright. I mean, she's jumping off at 40.
Of course, Deku says opening the door, Giga Chad, man. Of course he would. Don't encourage this.
The question is Kita gonna open the door, or is she gonna try and clip through
I
it?
know Kita got me. Kita's gonna be doing this cream clip. I know it.
Jam getting a 105. Yep. Okay, yeah, so Kita, if she clips through right away, this could save time on Jam. But it's gonna need to be relatively fast. Let's see.
Yeah, 105 is Unfortunately, not a great time.
Yeah. I mean, for opening the door, it's not terrible. But you can
Okay,
definitely
second
save
try.
time. Second try?
Oh, okay,
Third
third try though. Third try is
Oh,
the charm. Okay, okay, fourth try,
please? Oh,
please.
Right by you.
Oh,
my
okay,
god.
she's getting a hammer out, which is definitely not what you want to do.
There we go.
Oh, there
Okay,
we
what was
go.
that? Sixth, seventh try? Sixth try?
Okey dokey.
Okay, so yeah, she's actually coming up at 40. Jam jumped off at 35, so this will be losing time on Hing Castle
What's
for Kita. Jam making her way through Mystic Mansion right now.
Pretty nothing staged, to be honest.
There is an auto scroller in Mystic Mansion. That is true. But I mean, the beginning, you know, there's definitely some optimizations.
Wow, looks like opening the door is faster, boys. Might be time
It's
for me to
confirmed.
retire.
Drums right. Good Jam, gonna hit the switch. Yeah, she's pretty good
Okay.
at sniping that switch, I've noticed.
Okay, we get spooky boost. Let's go.
Nice. That was that 111?
I believe so.
Pretty good, especially for not doing the roll clip. Solid time. Let's see, Kita entering in on Mystic Mansion goes for the ground excel instead of a rocket excel. It's interesting. Does Jam go for cheese strat?
Okay, I see how it is, Taco Sauce. We comparing ourselves to 40 runners now.
Give back, Froggy.
Oh, that. Really?
No, it's tough job being Keita Kennedy.
There you go.
Oh, we are trying. Okay, we got Team Blast on Jam side finally.
Yeah.
I would
Or-
not recommend switching to Amy to do TBGs.
Yeah, that's something that a
She
lot
just
of
fucking
you.
rolls all over the place.
Right. For runners out there that are learning the category or aren't great at TVGs, please switch between big and cream if you can. That way you don't roll around and like it just gets annoying.
True, punching is much more manageable to deal with.
Drywall, fun fact, you were the one that taught me that.
Oh shit, let's go.
Before
First piece of
you said
drywall
something,
knowledge.
I was a Amy roller.
No, not the Amy roller.
Yeah. There's actually like very specific things that like I learned from you telling me, but like that I still remember.
Let's go. I'm the goat of minor optimization and nothing
Right.
else.
That are explainable in a chat message.
True.
So Jam getting a, what was that, a 50 something? 53?
53.
Okay. Pretty standard.
Honestly, I can't tell you if it's BNY because I play on a fucking Xbox controller. Oops.
Yeah, it would be, yeah, it would be that April.
Okay, Kita going for cheese strat because she doesn't know
Crap,
how to do TBGs.
thank God.
We don't get the big level though.
That's unfortunate. Gonna have to belly flop them.
Not necessarily, but that is the decision she made.
Yeah.
Okay, there's our level. Little late, so not ideal.
And Jam loading into Egg Fleet here. What's your opinion on an Egg Fleet drywall?
I don't know, it's okay. I don't like the part where I'm bad at it, but that's kind of not its fault.
Yeah, I mean it's a difficult stage. I do like from a content perspective that the end of the run really is like things can go wrong. It's very easy to just fall off and die, you know.
The content perspective.
Kicks the fan there. That's interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I don't think I've ever. She takes the front of the spring. By the way, everyone, hit the back of the spring. It literally just saves time, and it's like there's no reason not to hit the back of the spring. For those unaware, uninitiated.
Wait, what's the difference?
Taking the front of the spring, I believe, brings you higher. I could be capping, but I'm pretty sure Joey told me that.
Okay, I don't know. I just take the back anyway. I was just curious.
Right, it's closer. Okay, Jam getting through it though.
Go Jam, go. Probably gonna do. Yeah, we're probably gonna do Team Blast, right?
No, she actually learned the
Oh
non-team
shit.
that, so she's going for it.
Yeah, to be fair, it is quite free and does save time.
Right. Oh
We
no,
are
that's
doing that quite early, actually. I don't know if we'll get. Okay,
Okay.
we didn't get owned.
Yeah, she was high enough that it was fine, but generally you want to wait there. So you don't
Have
make.
you ever had the thing where you're too high and then it down warps you and you die?
Oh, I haven't, but I was watching Jam actually the other day practice that, and it had happened to her, and I was like, oh, that's interesting that can
Yeah,
happen.
I always wait quite a bit to make sure I'm not hitting it too high.
Right, makes sense. Ooh, gets the zip. Gets the sec. Okay. There you go. 207. Okay. Yeah, Keita not taking the fan
We're like awesome.
on this
Both
section.
getting pretty similar times though so far.
Yeah, will Keita hit the back of the spring? That was like on top of it. I don't know. That was a
Compromise?
different orthogonal direction than what I thought was possible.
New direction just dropped.
Fast. Interesting, not ground excelling here. Should be okay.
Is that faster that Jam just did? She kind of just walked off and jumped and held it out to get to the rail from the start of Final Fortress.
It's probably not faster, it's probably even.
Yeah,
People
fair.
do things that are faster, like you can ground excel
I know.
hammer pull,
Yeah, I know that
or
one's
you can
faster. I
go
just
rock
didn't know.
excel. Like there are certain things. If you just jump with Amy, it's probably equivalent to just taking the ramp. Okay, Keydug setting up for Egg Fleet Warp.
No, we didn't get the button out.
Unfortunately.
Don't. No, we're taking the auto
No.
scroller. No,
Bruh.
bruh,
Not the auto scroller.
bruh. Fuck my Chungus life. Wait,
Fuck my
actually, Jam's kind of pacing right now, isn't she? She has a low 38. She could probably get somewhere
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the death in Metro, this run's been very solid by Jam.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I was just asking if the way that Jam did it was worth any time save. I'm still going to take the ramp because I'm a baby.
Right. Okay, will she hit loop skip? Question.
I don't think she's going for. Okay, maybe she is.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
she gets it. That's how you
Yeah.
know.
That is how you know. Keto finishing up. Egg Fleet here.
Okay, yeah,
Pretty
this
high
can't
enough.
PV, but it is pretty close for Jam. I believe she has a 3803, to my knowledge.
Awesome.
Something like that.
Oh, we're getting bombed on Kita's side. Very sad.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
she has a
annoying.
3820. Then she can with one cycle, but I mean, one cycle is pretty hard to get, even if you're not Strawberry Jam.
Right. If you don't have, like, if you don't prepare for it, it's pretty unlikely to hit a one cycle. You're kind of just hoping for the best. But you never know. Jam, always surprises sometimes the strats that she's willing to go for. So we'll see here.
Yeah, you're allergic to because you don't even do it, Taco Sauce. Come on, man. Like, why
Rude.
would you not do it? Come on. You gotta at least go for it.
I don't. Is
Okay, our guys are dead, so I don't.
Oh.
Okay, they're back.
There's a chance. No, she has to go. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, generally you want to go a little bit further so you get rubber banded. But looks like 2 cycle.
Yeah, GG.
Alright, GG's. That was a solid run by Jam.
True, this is unfortunately it for Kita Kennedy. We're gonna have to put her down after this one.
You hate to see it.
Oh, it's okay, Kita. The same thing happened to me. I'm the ghost.
You're the ghost? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
they put me down too.
So we're talking the ghost drywall right now.
Yeah, they won't let me out of this place. They got me still playing Rose, man.
So what's it
This
like
shit
being the
sucks.
spooky dimension?
It's tough. They make
Kita
you play
doesn't-
Rose.
Interesting.
Yeah, that looks like it is not a PB, but very close to PB, which you love to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want, right? People playing to their ability.
Okita trying to get,
Cheese strat?
but does not get it, unfortunately.
Kita's an avid cheese enjoyer.
Yes, I'd rather be playing Team Sonic. Is that even a question?
I think you gotta stun with
Yes.
with a faster kill. She gets it though. Took longer.
Got hit by the laser, so sad.
There you go. Yep, do the totem. For those that don't know, if you're like struggling to get those switches, just do a totem. Switch to cream and then fall and you can get the switches. Oh, that was really early. Good work.
Yeah, we just gotta land. Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay. Little bit early, but she made it work. Do we know Kita's PB? Oh, she hit into
Oh,
the...
we're just gonna throw.
What?
We just said fuck it, man. No, is there a controller disconnect or is she just done?
Said GG.
Damn.
What happened?
We over?
I don't want to finish. We're so close though. Feels bad, man.
What is up, Jam? GG. Congrats.
GG's.
GG's Jam. You played well.
Yeah, I was like really surprised. This was 7 seconds off my PB.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Congrats and GG's, Kita. Sorry about the run.
Yeah, I didn't want to finish it, to be fair. I didn't want to keep you all waiting, so it's fine. I'll just...
Oh, don't worry. I didn't finish my run. It wasn't to keep people waiting. It just fucking sucked.
Yeah, I kind of hated that. I'm running on, like, no sleep, and it's way past my bedtime, and I just... Yeah, as soon as the Team Sonic thing happened, I was just over the run, basically.
What happened
And
to Sonic?
I didn't want to continue after the Team Sonic, but I tried to finish it. It was just too hard, man.
Gotta tuck Kita in for the night.
Yeah, it's too late for Kita.
What exactly happened on Team Sonic? We saw that you jumped.
I was watching the stream. I wasn't paying attention. I'm just not like my brain isn't working because I'm too tired to actually play the game. So I wasn't actually watching the screen.
Understandable.
Yeah. So I was watching Jam, and then I was like, "Oh shit! Team Sonic fight started. Oh no!" And I was like, "It's already too late. I can't save this. I'm gonna have to cancel and go back in." Yeah.
I'm normally not a stream watcher, so I don't even know what happened to you.
Yeah, I'm just tired. That's all. Just wasn't playing very good.
Well, it was really
Fine.
fun racing you. This was my first race against you, like, ever in Team Rose, so...
Yeah,
glad
I
it got
was.
to happen.
Yeah, I was hoping that I would do a little bit better, but it's cool. I didn't think I was gonna be anywhere close to keeping up, but oh well. It is what it is.
Honestly, this was a really good run. Normally, my average is like a 39.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I just woke up and was like, okay, let's get a 38. I thought I was gonna PB, actually.
Yeah,
If
we
I
were
one cycled
wondering there.
Emperor, it could have been a PB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think your only major mistake, Jam, was the death on Metro for
Yeah,
the gate
that was
clip.
really unfortunate.
But at
yeah,
least
it's
the
good that you
checkpoint
came
was right
back from
there.
that.
Was I behind?
No, I just
No,
meant
you were
like
actually about
you
even
recovered
after
well
that.
from it. Like
Yeah.
you didn't keep
I'm
making
used to
mistakes.
dying
I
there,
know a
man.
guy.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of my problems now in this run isn't really dying. It's more just like having better movement. That's
Mhm.
that's what happens when you get good at the game. You have to have good movement.
So for Hang Castle, did you just decide before the tournament that you're not gonna go for the door clip?
Yeah, also I did it kind of fast. Like a 1 minute hang castle without
Yeah.
door is pretty
Well, I
good.
mean, yeah.
Honestly, that's fair because it took me so long to get through. I wish I'd done it.
Yeah, I think Keita, I think you were try 7 to get
Yeah,
through.
I hate that door clip.
It was
It
I
so
actually
hate the
kills
sad.
my
door clip,
run.
man.
Yeah, that's what like
Like I'll
solidified the
do it in
PB.
like
Not
actual PB attempts, but like in a tournament setting, it's so like hit or miss.
yeah, because I could have maybe PB'd if I got a good hand castle, but that kind of killed my run completely. So yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. This is unfortunately going to put you out of the tournament, which is not a
Thank
bad thing
God.
because I'm out of it too.
Thank
And I'll
God.
fix
Thank
Rose
God I don't have to play Rose anymore. Woo!
But Jam, this means you are going to be playing the loser of Maddie and SMB, which is the
Yeah.
race right
Let's
after this.
go.
Oh, okay. I get to play
I
Sonic
believe.
Rose more.
I
Woo!
believe in the jam.
Facts.
I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We'll see.
I
Yeah,
believe.
no, I mean, it should be interesting. You're definitely playing well today, Jam, so keep
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
the good work.
um, but yeah, GG's. Thanks for commentating, guys. Thanks everyone that showed up too in chat. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, GG's everybody. I had fun even though I kind of rage quit. It was still fun. It was still fun. Thanks for having me in the tourney.
Yeah, thanks
Uh,
for playing.
Yeah, thanks
yeah,
for
maybe
participating.
I can do some comms or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And I
Let's
will
go.
try to get Kita Clip in your honor in my next
Yes,
run.
please. You have to
Let's
do it
go,
for
Sven.
me.
Well, I guess next run. If I lose, I'm out, so we'll see. But I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for it.
Okay, in
Yes.
that case, I guess we're done for now. We do have Maddie versus SMB next in about 7 minutes, so see you in a
Stick
little bit.
around.
Goodbye forever, I guess.
Goodbye,
Bye
temporary.
forever.
Alrighty then, people. What's good? We're back with some more Rose LTS. We got SMB on one side, Maddie XD on the other. Two people crazy on the come up. Wild. This race, I'm so hyped for this race. This race should be nuts. Obviously, people seem to know who I am. My co-commentator, running a little late. It's all good. He'll be here. I'll even leave it up for surprise. You could check it if you wanted to, but I'm gonna leave it up for the surprise for those who want to be surprised. But yeah, no. So y'all just got me for now for like a few minutes. Just enough time for them to get started. Some Seagate, both in Japanese. We got it. Look, 12 less text boxes is a lot. I need 12 less text boxes. I don't know about you guys. I think the Japanese discovery was one of the best things to happen to this category. I don't care that it saves a second. I don't care that it's only one. So we are getting that mothership countdown now, so that it's about to happen. This probably is the most exciting winners 8th race, I think, in terms of this top 16 qual. Or top, this is so, like when they were going, I guess SMB is kind of moved ahead of Maddie now in terms of PB, but their PBs were like really close. They're basically just both kind of going down 36, like as the tournament was starting, like week before, like during pools and stuff. So it's like super close. Now SMB's kind of pulled ahead, but I mean, Maddie's still right on his tail. So this is going to be huge for all of our people. Hopefully, dude, we need a prediction. Mothership mods. We gotta have a prediction on this one. This one's going to be crazy. Yeah, of course. So RTA, our RTA wise, we're going to have a weird little start in terms of Maddie being a little further ahead. But shout outs to Aura Hop. It's kind of funny to see like how what wall people decide to jump off of for that Aura Hop that you guys saw. After that double rocket excel, they homing attack, switch to flight, jump on the wall. Both Maddie and SMB opting to jump forward, like off the back wall. But when it was first found, and like you'll kind of notice like for certain people when they do it, it feels like a lot of people who started playing Rose earlier will jump off that left wall, and people who started playing later will jump off the back wall, because both walls work. But when Aura first started doing it, Aura was doing it off the left wall. Yes, Martin is Maddie, yeah. Martin is Maddie, Super Alan Choi is SMB. Those are your choices. Helping y'all out in the chat. But yeah, no, we do have a little bit of Seaside Hill going on. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed those sea gates were incredibly close. This is an IGT race. Both are on emulator, so we did see both of them on that 145. Senti slightly varying. That should give you an idea of how good this race can be going forward. They both messed up this Seaside Hill strat in the exact same way as well. They have currently the same brainwaves, I think. Might be the same person. Oh no, Maddie with the rocket excel, except that we were too far to the left, so we hit like the wall and the collision just like, it was not going to let him through after that. You're just gotta go back and try it again. So yeah, that's going to be some rough time lost. That's definitely like in comparison to SMB that didn't have that, although SMB, instead of losing like 5, we're going to lose like 1 second with that nonsense, not actually switching off that ground excel. Yeah, as we come up to the end of the Seaside Hill, of course, both of them getting the Rocket Excel. Cream does show up for both of them. That doesn't always happen, but SMV will have the upper hand on that again. Maddie had that super unfortunate Rocket Excel. That basically lost him like all of his time in comparison to SMV. It was kind of ridiculous. They did like a current, like after that ramp close to the end of the stage, after that last check, SMB also did play that slightly faster. That was only about like a second and a half in terms of like the differences, as opposed to like, again, like Maddie lost so much time because of that Rocket Excel. And yeah, it's really showing there. And there is my co-commentator. If you guys wanted to be surprised, we do have Joey Freefall on the mic now.
How's it going, everybody? All right, SMB in the lead by 8. I see.
Oh my goodness, Maddie. Why do we homing attack cancel,
God.
Maddie? No!
Oh no,
Oh,
maybe
my
I should
goodness.
leave. I always find it funny that the door is open after you die. It looks so jarring.
I know, yeah, it like saves. Like, why does it like save that? I don't.
Yeah, that's the IL strat. You open the doors and then die so that you can just run through them. Ooh,
Yeah, no,
SMV
definitely.
using some pauses to try to get that zip there. That's interesting.
Yeah. Dude, the zips are so weird. I've found myself like I don't necessarily fully understand how they work in terms of like what makes you do like certain things, but I can loosely gather that it's kind of like the way like the totem is. And so if you're like in this position where it's like you're jumping for longer, like if something doesn't go to plan and you're still trying to get the zip, I normally bail because a lot of times it's gonna like up or down warp me or do whatever. Like with SMB, he definitely kind of like lost speed and was just kind of going and holding his jump out for a bit too long. And so at
Right.
that point, I would definitely bail because that's like one of those where I actually was kind of scared whether or not he'd get like up or down warped and just lose time.
Yeah, I mean, you really only have like one shot at like at least good zips because you need that speed approaching the ledge. So if you don't get it right there, oh, Maddie almost died off the turtle shell. That was really scary.
I know, yeah. Nice jump homing attack to save it. Generally people will opt to roll a lot because sometimes when you land on that super bottom part, it will just pull you down. And so like any further down, he might actually clip the kill plane in
Yeah.
the water.
I mean, you can kind of tell if people are aware of that. Like Maddie was very frantically homing attacking up, which is what you want to do. Either roll or homing attack. Like you just got to do anything to cancel that sliding backwards momentum you're gonna have on like a really steep surface.
Exactly, yeah.
I saw SMB doing some pause glides, which is pretty interesting. That's like a newer thing. Is like, I mean, we've been using pause glides for a long time, but we're finding that there are places where we don't need to use them, but we might as well for the extra speed.
Yeah, it's just nice. Like it should again, it's so funny that we have the adjacent game in Sonic Adventure 2 where you have like pause hovers, and pause hovers are basically doing the same thing here. Pause hovers are, I would say, a bit more important in SA2 in comparison to pause glides in Heroes. Like there are some spots where you absolutely do just need them for like very easy like, you know, very like simple easy things that like immediately save time. With Heroes, like technically you don't actually need any pause glide. Some of them like you need by just like consistency sake, and others are yeah, they're just to slight optimizations to save more speed. But it is kind of funny where it's like we were not really using pause glides until last year, like right before the Chaotix tournament.
Basically, yeah, it's a newer thing, and it's tricky too, especially if you're used to holding the controller the way you traditionally would and playing with your thumbs, right? Like the way I have to do pause glides, I have to go overhand on my right hand, for example. So, like preparing to do one is actually kind of tricky. So it's impressive to see.
Yeah, definitely. Like we don't have the like remapping that SA2 does, so you do just have to figure it out for a lot of people.
Yeah. So, is S-Fan still pacekeeping this one?
Probably.
Probably just still working out the math. But I am curious. I think SMB is I mean, they're like really close to each other, actually, now that I look at it. But it looks like SMB's timer started a little earlier, or has the faster loads or something.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it was like Maddie started a smidgen earlier than SMB did, so SMB's timer looks a little lower, but like also at the same time, like SMB, it does just have a bit faster stage times as well, so it's like you can kind of see like SMB is kind of like about, well, I mean, after this time loss, not anymore, but as I was starting to say it, about like 15 to 20 seconds ahead, anywhere in between that.
Yeah, something like that. We
Dude,
saw
the ground excel challenge.
we saw Maddie do a pause glide there across the gap too. They're both doing them.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I was thinking about this match earlier today. I'm like, it's so cool that like we got some like an elite SA2 player going up against an elite 06 player in a game that's neither of those two. Like,
yeah, that is true.
It's no like surprise to me anyway, and probably to a lot of people that these two are like climbing the ranks extremely quickly. Like, I know Maddie's PB before starting that tournament was 39, and now he's got a 36, I think.
I know,
right?
yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. I think it was like a 39. Either way, he's PB'd by like 2 minutes since then. 2 or 3 minutes since then. It might have been like a high 38. But yeah, no, with SMB just like hadn't touched the category.
Right, and now he's at 35, which is just insane.
Like knocking on the door of 34. For anybody who's in the Heroes Discord and have seen those splits that he's been posting, like it's terrifying.
It's yeah, I mean, it's a testament not only to his skill, but also the fact that that's even possible is crazy. Just how far like the game has gone in terms of like, I don't know, just so much community activity kind of leads to the game being pushed that fast. Oh, it's cool.
I agree, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, we've gone from like 32 seconds to like 15 now. It's pretty good. And I mean, for good thing for Maddie, one thing that does say 15 seconds right here.
We could see a bit of an equalizer here, potentially. Oh, this looks like a good setup. Nice.
Oh my
okay.
All right, SMB, up to you. Oh,
okay.
Second try. This still saves like 6 to 7 seconds.
It's a good 6, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't get the backup either. Dang.
And suddenly we're equal.
More or less. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna... Okay, not a great start to the rest of the stage either. Doesn't stick to the ground.
Yeah.
Looks like Maddie got a little stuck on the vertical blue platform too, or the vertical blue path.
Yeah, bit difficult to say.
Yeah. But cleaning up with a 104, that's still solid. That's gonna be much better. I mean, SMB's timer just passed 104, so this is this is all time save.
Dude, SMB just has had a horrible city zone. Like it was the Grand Metro was a 240, and what this is gonna be like a 121, 122. Yeah, oh, actually, even worse. Yeah,
that's a rough go.
So yeah, now Maddie's just gonna be like ahead by 4 to 5 seconds now. Kind of nuts.
Easy, 7.98.
Yeah, there should be no there should be no discrepancy here. It will just be like 7.98 versus 7.98. It's just gonna be the same.
I love that we live in a team fight solved world, at least with Rose. So nice. I mean, all
this is so much better. Yeah, it is just technically, I guess, like Dark Team 2 has a strat. It's probably like the hardest, but it's like it's still consistent, I think, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I always struggled with it, but I haven't played a lot of Team Dark. I think if we find an easy strat for that fight, then yeah, it's just GG. It's like these will never give us trouble ever again, or really shouldn't.
Which is fantastic because it is like trying to play casino fight, like, or because goodness, I'm thinking about casino. Trying to play the team fights is kind of rough if you're just trying to like go at them because there's just so many weird things that can go wrong. I will say is I do think that maybe if there wasn't a chance that they just kind of like all just jump off the cliff for no reason, I think it would be kind of interesting to find ways to like manip them to do certain things for them to fight, but that's still too much work because that means we still have to fight. Like, what if we could just make them, which is what we do.
Yeah. That's the dream. Okay. Ooh, Medi. Okay, that was extremely low. The belly flop he did next to the gong, but it still worked. You actually can be... Or no, I'm thinking of homing attack, where if you're too close to the ground, it literally just doesn't work. I think belly flop will always work.
Belly flop, it's like the... Oh no, SMB got the thing! No!
Oh, he doesn't know to thunder shoot.
Oh,
That's
this
so
is
rough.
like so rough. Although, if we hit this bumper, yes. Okay, so SMB did recover it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, we've had a rough couple of splits here for SMB. Yeah, PSA. So what happened to SMB? Big followed him into the middle pipe. So when you see that, you know that that's about to happen, and what you need to do is thunder shoot as soon as you start your flight. Once you're out of the pipe. If you do that, that will never happen to you.
Yep, that's it. That's the one. It's that's what you need to do. It's like terrifying because it doesn't happen very often, so it's something that you have to like pay attention to be ready for. And I doubt that's ever happened to SMB just because of how rare it is. Where it's like for him, it's just like, oh yeah, you know, like I don't know why that happened.
Yeah, also, Maddie is having a disaster opening this door.
Dude.
I don't know. I'm assuming the roll clip went south, so he's like, I'm just gonna fight them, and then fighting them didn't go well either. So, yeah, that was rough.
I mean, that roll clip took him like 5 or 6 tries before he gave up. It was rough. Even at some point, he's like, okay, yeah, guys, I gotta stop.
And on the other side, oh, we got tons of pauses. Oh, my
goodness,
gosh.
This is SMB.
Slideshow gameplay, PowerPoint gameplay. And it didn't really seem to help too much.
I was about to say, yeah, that was like maybe 30 seconds faster than what Maddie was doing.
Yeah. Something like that.
Okay, that was definitely still better than that. It was like 7 seconds better.
Dang. No Kita clip attempt. Kita Kennedy erasure on Sacer right now.
Dude, so sad. As soon as Kita's out of the tournament, we just stop doing the clips. Come on.
Yeah, we just forget about the strat forever. It had a good run. Oh, why are we doing this side, Maddie? No.
Oh my goodness.
They were all on the left. The right was completely clear, and he still went left.
Yeah, it's a little scary. One thing that's actually really nice about this door clip versus some of the others is the door is really thin, so it's actually relatively lenient. So you can kind of like go on one side or the other, go a little diagonal if you need to, like just to make sure you get out of the way of the enemies, because like those enemies can just be anywhere.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a bit rough from SMB. So he belly flopped before Cream was ready to catch up for the Rocket Excel afterwards. And the setup just wasn't gonna work, really. He tried to make it work, but unfortunate, had to team blast.
Also, let's go Maddie with the goal ring snipe.
Love that. 226.
A little bit of a sag. That's rough, though.
Well, SMB saved time. He should. Didn't break out of the pipe. That's rough.
Yeah. It's like he's going to save time. It's not going to be that much time. It's not going to be as much time as SMB wants to, but it's going to be time saved, definitely.
Using Maddie's strat against him, and also gets the goal ring
We'll
snipe.
get it. Nice.
I love that. You know, you can't really do the goal ring snipe when you do Joka, because usually Big and Amy are not going to come back to formation in time.
Makes sense, yeah. Okay, we will be team blasting from Maddie. I forget if SMV does the cream stuff in Carnival yet. He does it in some of this. He does it in certain places. I just know he's not. I know he's not doing it everywhere. Obviously, we didn't see it in Egg Hawk, although I'm not sure if SMB would do it in a run or in a race instead of just like a regular run. But I am curious to see if he is going to do the cheese stuff.
This is a very
Okay, no, we're
clean
not.
Carnival from Maddie so far. He got lucky with the first drop being a cream level up, so he's able to thunder shoot waves 2 and 3 instead of using big. Didn't get that flapper there though, unfortunately. And SMB still waiting on level 2 cream. Yeah, that's unfortunate. There it is though.
Yeah.
Homing attacks aren't a bad backup unless you miss the guy. What was that from Maddie? Like 57, 58?
You said.
Oh, 101. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
how much
missing
wait.
that flapper must have cost more time than I thought.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, are we gone again?
Uh-oh. Wait, SMV, come back.
No.
Where we at, big dog?
Losing. Oh no.
All right. Well, let's hope he comes back.
Oh, this
So-
is just yeah.
Oh no, it's rough.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, we do know what's happening on Maddie's stream, and it is the start of Rail Canyon.
Oh, this is the classic SMB internet moment. I see. I see. Oh, really good zip from Maddie.
I know, that was nuts.
I gotta mess with different heights for that one. I never get ones like that. Alright, will he go for... Nope, just doing Euless. No DSS glide.
No, SMB! Oh man,
no.
that's such a horrible death. Look at how long it takes to die, dude.
You got the checkpoint, right? Okay.
Yes, he did get the check.
And he going on the blue... Oh, never mind. Red rail.
Dude, I can't believe you got a double rail switch there. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Usually you want to switch to that rail, like, before the gates that fall down, because they'll kill your speed. He did it really late. Okay. Nice little safety strat to ensure that he gets the checkpoint along the way. Definitely recommend in a race.
And SCB is just having a rough time. There's like so many little things going wrong. There's some big things going wrong. It's just crazy. Oh my goodness, SMB again. I like he's like doing like a pause unroll so he doesn't have to like think about letting go of B on the in-between of like rolling off the thing and getting on the rail.
Yeah.
He like messed up again. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to do like the press B, switch to big, glide. And I'm pretty sure he does the pause glide for that, but he didn't get the switch to big, so he just kind of held forward, which is completely fine. Again, it doesn't actually it's such a nice strat. I actually really like that strat. Shout outs to Taco, but it doesn't save that much, so just going forward is like pretty chill.
That's a cool one. You definitely have to press the buttons pretty fast to get it, but it's cool. I don't even know like where the speed comes from with that one. Like you just kind of fly and reach the rail.
Or well, it's why you have to like let go of B and like re-tap it like when you get on the rail, so that you're not already holding B, because it's like coming from like, oh my god, that's so weird. But it's it's like it's coming from like the rail speed of like Amy doing the switch, because every time you press B, you get the it's like 3 speed or something. I guess that's like the nerd shit, putting on my glasses for that. So it's like you do that, switch to big and glide, and you just like have that speed. And I think technically you also just have speed from like the speed you get going onto the rail. And so
Yeah.
that on top of it is like what
I
makes
was
it
gonna
happen.
say, like, it doesn't feel like just the speed from the rail, the B press. Like, you get so much. It's kind of weird. But anyway, I believe Maddie got 24, or did he
I mean, with
get a
what
solar
happened?
cycle? Oh, maybe 27.
I was about to say, I mean, I think he was doomed with the funny box thing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, I definitely put him in the 27 club.
I was forgetting if something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, 116 is a little rough. I think SMB could save a lot here, potentially.
When he really wants to, for certain.
Upwards of like 10 seconds. Which, not quite, but gonna be saving a good like 5
Yeah,
or
I'll
so.
say, well, there should be like a 109.
Yeah.
We're like awesome.
So that's gonna be a nice 7 for SMV. He's gonna need a few of those to catch back up.
Oh.
Oh, Maddie.
Does he always do that?
I have no clue.
That is such a weird way to do it. Yeah, so at the start of phase 1, you do want to ground excel towards him, but the way I do it, I like to delay it just a little bit, because if you do it right away, then he's not going to rubber band you.
Froggy too.
It seems like what Maddie tried to do was immediately ground excel, but then do like a little loop around to delay it a bit. I don't know if I'd recommend doing that. It
Yeah,
seems
I
jank.
definitely like go backwards. Like I'm definitely kind of like going backwards to like wait just a smidge.
Yeah. That was a funny way to do phase 1 from SMB too.
Oh my goodness. He got ground excel. This is gonna be so awkward now.
Oh man.
Almost getting hit off.
Yeah. I see a lot of people, like, they don't want to space their attacks with the power character in phase 2, so they get popped up like that. It's pretty nice if, like, you space it so that you're not touching Albatross, but you're close enough to do damage to him, because then you could get, like, the full combo off. And,
No, not
oh
the
my
double hit!
God,
Oh,
this-
dude. That wasn't even like, that was like completely not what he wanted at all. And it just happened. Like he was just ground excelling and then switching to big so that he could punch. But the enemy was right there blindsiding him.
Dude, phase 2 is so rough, and the longer it goes on, like, the less, like, sure you are of where the robots are. Like, they could be anywhere, right?
Yeah, no,
You have
absolutely.
to
Like
be
as
so
long as they're
careful.
spawned in, they can just be moving around towards you, away from you. You have like, and there's no way for you to know, like legitimately. Like that's
Yeah.
not like you can like manipulate them to do anything. Like they're just walking around.
I mean, Maddie is just primed at this point for the upset, like, as we go into the second half. He really just has to clean up at this point. He's got a huge lead.
Mm-hmm.
I have to find Froggy.
But we got some hard stages coming up. It's not guaranteed. SMB is going to need to definitely clean up some of the sloppiness we've seen, but he can definitely do it.
Oh, for certain. Like there's lots of potential long deaths that we can have coming up in these next few stages. Maddie's definitely playing this one safe. This looks a little scary.
A lot of
However,
flight formation.
122, like death or not, that's certainly time save potential.
Oh no.
Oh
Come
well,
on,
that's
come
he's gone
back.
again.
Come back. Why this motorboat so loud right now? Skull emoji.
Well, there he goes. We'll see how this Frog Forest goes for him, but for now, we will have the start of Lost Jungle for Maddie. We are gonna see some climbing on a tree. We'll see if it goes well.
I hope so. No accidental flight excel jumps, please.
Yeah.
Oh, lands really low on the tree for the first reset. Oh, he's pretty far back, but maybe he can make the. Oh my gosh, so
Yeah,
close.
that was barely,
Wow. Yeah,
So yeah, we have a
usually.
flight level here as well. So I'm not sure what strategy's gonna do, but depending
God.
on what happens here, what is happening, Maddie?
Yeah, let's just land. There we go. Oh, he's hitting the spring. No, he's good. Never mind. I thought he was further left than he was.
The camera made it look really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, S&B missed the rail on.
No.
Oh no, dude.
It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart in Georgia, I think.
Oh my goodness. Dang, and you look at the IGT timer, and if he just went, dude, if he was just didn't die, that's a lot. That's a lot of time save going on. But he definitely loses time for that because the Frog Forest death was just so immense.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Massachusetts. I see. That explains it. I'd be
Oh yeah,
dying in
we're in the
Frog
dorm
Forest
room internet.
if I was in Massachusetts too.
It's yeah.
All right. Will we see the optimization from Maddie? Pause glide onto the top vine. Okay. And then falling back down.
Better stay away from those black frogs.
Oh, yep. Saving a little bit with that. Oh, S&B's low.
Yeah,
Very, very
he's
low.
definitely low.
Yeah. One of the hardest part, I think the hardest part about bonus climb is the second flight reset near the top of the tree where it kind of folds in right here.
Yeah.
You want to be close to the spring. The problem is though, it slants in a way that the closer you are to the spring, the lower your height's gonna be. So both height and distance are important. That's why it's so tricky to judge where you should land.
Yeah, and it's so weird. And because of that, you also, again, you still want to be like as high up, like as on the thing as possible. And that can also like mess with your like flight reset too. If you like go too far, say forward, and then you like hit the front part, so you don't actually get your flight reset. And
It's
that
so
can be really weird too.
Funny to me how like simple bonus climb is on paper. Like you could explain it to a 5-year-old, but like actually doing it, there's like so much that goes into it. There's so many ways to get trolled by it. And we're failing the roll clip. Just gonna
roll clip into flight clip.
I guess so. I guess he's not confident in the second try. Yeah, that's gonna be some time for S&B maybe. At this point though, we're grasping for straws, I guess. S&B has a lot of time to make up. And Maddie's got a lot of time to play with.
There's gotta be a major misunderstanding here, but we can't back down now.
Really, the only thing that could really screw Maddie over at this point is missing a checkpoint, to be honest. So we gotta hope we don't see that.
I know, something like not grabbing the egg fleet checkpoint and then dying at warp would just be
Yes.
probably one of the most
Dude.
like cry yourself to sleep deaths of all time.
Do you ever see people like they'll like go for that checkpoint but then miss it barely by like an inch, and then instead of going back for it, they're like, ah, screw it, and then they take the ramp. It's like, what are you doing? Just get it.
Yeah,
Just
it's like if
please
you're
get
going to go for it, please.
Oh, it drives me crazy.
It's so fun. It's one of my favorite things. Oh, Maddie's still umbrellaing. Oh, time to. Oh wait, he didn't have to punch twice there. When did he switch? I thought with the umbrella there, he would have had to punch twice.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see. Oh, SMB not getting the slope jump. I didn't see how his door clip went. but judging by the time, it must have been pretty okay.
I'm pretty sure it was first try. It was just he tried to do in terms of like the way people have been doing the slope jump, there's like a bunch of different methods now that people are going for it. And SMB tried to do the pause glide. And so what happened is he tried to pause glide, and then somewhere within those inputs was one extra X input. And so
my
he
God.
switched to
Okay.
cream instead of big. And yeah, I saw that too. That was a little whew.
Yeah. It's always scary when the camera is constantly changing. It's like, this isn't how it's supposed to go.
Oh yeah, it right there is like it's so stupid to try
Yeah.
and deal with if you
I
fly
like
too early.
to just lock the camera, fall far enough where I can just flight excel into the goal ring, nice and simple.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we're finally inside. I'm kinda scared.
Okay, very good start to Mystic Mansion for SMB. We got funny frame on Maddie's screen. That's always a good luck charm.
SMB, please. Oh my goodness.
Alright. Oh, goes for the rocket excel through the wall.
Yeah, unfortunately not getting the hammer.
Yeah. Looks good for Maddie. That should get all the flappers. Switching to
Oh wait,
flight.
why are we
Interesting.
the flight here? Yeah. Normally what you do is you just you get off of like you get your teammates off of you and then you punch it again so that you are able to have your teammates on your back when you fall.
Yeah.
It looked like, dude, it looked almost like Maddie was trying to grab the speed level up, kind of like
It
in like
did.
Chaotix or Sonic.
Yeah, I was about to say that looked like some like Team Sonic brain rot or something.
It's like, oh, I need this level up in Robot Storm. It's like, wait, no, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the best part about the Rose team fights is you just don't need them.
That's so nice, yeah. I do like the bit of strategy though that comes with like the Chaotix ones. Even though you can't get screwed over. It adds like a cool layer to the fights.
Oh, definitely. I love it. There's like, I love how much different things you can do. There's so like I could talk about Chaotix Robot Carnival for a minute, man. We'd have to move on. There's a bunch of cool different ideas you can do, and oh, here is a cheese strat from
Okay,
SMB.
we're going for cheese strat. And we're getting unlucky for the first phase, so does he know the backup? Looks like it. That's did the belly flip
just a
little early.
smidgen too early, yeah.
Okay. And then you Oh,
we're gonna
we're
cheese here.
stratting
We're gonna
phase
cheese
3.
here. Oh my goodness, wait. Oh, okay. I actually really like that. Okay, so he had to team blast here, which is unfortunate. This is now gonna suck, sadly. But I like the idea of trying to have the enemies hit you, because before, or not even before, normally what people do is they try to proc cheese by doing 2 thunder shoots to like get your teammates off of you, and then while Cream is on the ground, you press B and then switch to your teammates so that Cream's animation is still going on. That's normally how people proc that, but SMB tried to proc it the other way of just having them hit you again, which I do think is interesting. And oh no, SMB is a little too far away.
You can do that on that phase, but it's kind of tricky. Like you kind of want them to like run into you rather than you run into them, in my experience. But to be honest, I think what he should have done, there was an Amy level up, and then he could have just got that and then spammed homing attacks, which I think is actually faster than cheese strat anyway.
Yeah, that's what I've heard from Katie,
Yeah.
but I haven't tested it myself, so I don't know. I know some people just like still like cheese stratting instead of homing attacking anyway.
Ooh,
Because it's like
Maddie's...
you could just choose between those.
Oh my god. I always get scared when people land in this area that high up. because sometimes they can push you out. But Maddie gets away with it.
Honestly, before changing my egg fleet setup when I was still doing this,
Uh-oh.
one thing, oh, SMV's gone again. One thing that I liked doing is I actually would just wait to do the second tornado. Or you'd either wait to do the second tornado or you'd like wait a little bit after the second hammer twirl to fall, as opposed to like just doing it from really high up. You just like wait and let yourself get lower so you can homing attack. Because landing from that far up can just down warp you for really fun reasons. You just like fall from a really high distance onto this platform that makes no sense and it just rejects you.
I mean, it helps with distance too, because you're still falling forward as you're falling. It makes no sense to do the tornado like super early.
That as well.
Yeah. Alright, looks like SMB's feed is back. Maddie leads by a minute 20. Maybe SMB can make up a little bit here, but we're going to need a disaster in these next two splits from Maddie.
Oh, and it's just disaster after disaster for SMB.
It just gets worse, man. It just gets worse and worse.
Oh, this is just
Sometimes
so unfortunate.
It just be like that.
Oh, and Creed. Oh, dude. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. At this rate, Maddie could hold onto that key. Oh, no. Never mind.
Dude, that's so boring. I needed to see Maddie do a special stage.
That'd be the most BM thing possible, probably.
Dude, it would be so bad. You could just like, besides getting hit, you could just quit out, right, of a special stage.
All right, Maddie, you can get this. There we go. You could just quit out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't have to play them out, I think. I wonder how much time that like loses.
Yeah.
To quit out.
I'm not sure. Oh, barely didn't make it. I thought he was gonna hit by the robot and fall.
Dude, I thought too, dude. I was so scared. Oh man, and then the ground excel too, just insult to injury. It keeps happening.
SMB's gotta be so over it. Just a real rough go.
I would be too. It'd be like, yeah, just get
there we
it
go.
over with, man.
Got the checkpoint. Never forget KPL versus Vintage Exhibition. Not getting the checkpoint.
Oh man. Will SMV hit the goal ring? Oh, he did!
Oh, he teleports to it. That's crazy. Console science?
Console science.
Trial failed the sleep check. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Might have to get him back on commentary.
It's...
Try comms. You're doing the next one with Spence, right?
Yes.
That's hype.
I'm excited for that. Shout outs to Spence.
Yeah. Okay. Can we see a one cycle from Maddie? I think it's too late to get a 36 though.
Oh yeah, 36 is gone.
36.
What is Maddie? Is Maddie's PB still that 36 4X?
I don't know.
Oh, if it's still the 4X, then like I'm so sorry, Maddie, because that Final Fortress killed it. Then if it was. That Final Fortress definitely killed it. If but that's like assuming that's his PB, because that Final Fortress was like a 158. It was like a 158. It was bad.
Well, I don't think he would have got it anyway. 158 means he lost like what, like?
That's like 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
He could have still like this. If he got a one cycle, this would have been a 37-0X. Like he could have gotten like a GURP or something.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, is that even enough damage to... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would say it will because Big was on for so long. Like, as long as the character is, like, hitting MP close to the end, as he charges, his shield won't be there anymore. And so that is a really nice bit of knowledge to have. So it's like, even if you get only a little bit of damage, you can actually still, like, make sure that both your teammates are on for, like, the latter part.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, GG's to Maddie.
GG's. Yeah, I mean, when it rains, it pours, I guess, in Heroes. Like, I feel like once you get 3 or 4 things to go wrong, like, the run just feels cursed from that point. Like, it's so likely for more things to go wrong, and it just adds up. Sucks.
Yeah, it's just one of those games. It really does just kind of happen to you.
We're like
Bartholomew is crazy.
Dude, yeah, what a name. Bartholomew. It is time for SMB to finish this up, though. We're gonna see if SMB can get a 1 cycle, at least end it off right.
Let's finish strong, yeah.
Although I'm a little scared for SMB because I think he still does ground excels, and you know, you got 2 people known for not doing ground excels for this fight.
I am very don't do ground excel pilled in Emperor, please, for the love of God. But oh well. We'll probably see it.
If there's that switch to big, oh, but the ground excel worked.
It actually worked crazy.
Is the secret to go to MIT? If you go to MIT, they work.
And yeah, 1 cycle. Good job.
Yeah, GG's. At least something went right in this SMB speedrun.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, Foggy.
I mean, 38 after all that, still not the worst.
We've come a long way as a society. If a run like that's getting a 38,
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm
we've
saying.
come a long way. Again, it's so funny. We think about if you guys are ever curious, you guys should look at the times that runners were getting in the Rose LTS tournament in 2022 and then compare them to what we're looking at now. And just know that we've come a long way. We've come a
Yeah, it's
long way as a
wild.
people.
Like I said earlier, it's cool to see these runners finally reach what I feel is like their potential. Like Maddie's been good at the game for such a long time, but only recently has he pushed his Rose time to reflect it, you know? Which is cool.
Yeah.
Maddie won't be able to interview. I wonder if SMB will, but we'll
Yo, it's like,
have
I'm
to
curious if
see.
SMB will, dude. SMB's internet's scaring me for interviews.
Yeah. Oh, he golded the last 2 splits.
Dude, let's go.
That's funny.
Oh, SMB can come in.
Hello.
Sorry about the speed run.
My
Yeah, yeah, it happened. I just wasn't playing well. I just like made like 10-15 second mistakes on like almost every stage, so it happens.
Yeah, just like it adds
I
up.
mean, there were some bigger oopsies in there, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it all really started with like, was Power Plant like the first rough one? Or no, you saved
It
time over
was
Maddie.
Grand
Power
Metro.
Plant, right?
No, it was Grand Metro. It was the 240.
Metro was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was from the jump, basically.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then you had Casino Park, which you recovered from like pretty well, to be honest. Like that one wasn't
Yeah.
as bad as
I had
it
that-
could have been.
Yeah, I had the same thing happen yesterday. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that, but
So when you see Big go into the middle pipe, like you're trying to fall in the middle pipe. If you see Big go into the middle pipe, that's how you know that's gonna happen. So you have to thunder shoot right away, basically, and then they won't make you fall down.
Yeah. You basically just like don't want a full totem of 3 swinging around while you touch that table. So if you thunder shoot, at least get Amy off, but likely you'll get both off and you can just touch it and it's fine.
I see. Yeah.
But yeah, you're still in it. in losers bracket.
Yep.
So it's not the end. Not the end of Mr. Motorboat. Maddie, on the other hand, gonna move on. Clay,
Katie.
one of the I was gonna
Maddie
say
versus
it's gonna be someone
Katie, and we
good.
got SMB versus Strawberry Jam. You know, tough opponent for SMB. I think this is gonna be. Got to get ready for that one.
I mean,
Yeah, gotta clean up my gameplay. I don't know. I just need to like not troll.
yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah. Any closing thoughts on the race or like upcoming race?
Speed run.
Speed run. Very well said. Very brave.
Yep. We did
Yeah.
it, society. But
We
if
did
that's it, get ready for it's gonna be Newverse Gaming up next. Me and Spence on comms. Get hyped for that. We'll see you later.
See you guys.
the only tale we tell. White is black and black is white. Right is wrong and wrong is right. Nothing ever fills this hole inside your heart. Determination of the strong. Found the meaning that you searched for so long. All hail shadow, heroes rise again.
I'm excited.
All right, guys, we're back again. Well, I'm back again, but instead of with Joey, I got his roommate, Spencer.
The other guy.
What's good?
How's it going? Nice to hear from you, Soup. I'm excited for this match.
Oh yeah, no, me too. We have New versus Game It, another one of these two and oneers matches. These winners eighths going into winner goes to quarters. The lucky / unlucky person will get to go up against Deku.
Man.
And so that'll be fun. That's what these guys are playing for. But yeah, no, this race should be alright. Game It is definitely on the come up. Again, just like a bunch of people that have just after the tournaments went up and they're on the come up. Game It's one of those people. We have like a mid 36 now from Game It.
Yeah, it looks
So
like
it's
36-31 is
Yeah.
the official Game It PB as of 1 day ago. And then,
Yeah, no, for sure. So it's definitely good. Yeah.
Right, and then obviously we got New, top 5 runner in this category with a 34-18 13 days ago. So New definitely the favorite, but it's the type of thing where one thing goes wrong and we also have a race on our hands, right?
Yeah, and it can happen. Like one of the things that's actually really interesting with New actually has been playing really consistent in this tournament. But New actually technically has had a bit of an inconsistent streak depending on like what event we're talking about. So I mean, it could happen. And I mean, it also, even if New is consistent, like it just takes one thing and it just pours. Like we saw the SMB race where it was just like we had the one bad split and it just kept going. It was so hard to stabilize.
It can definitely be a very momentum type of game. When things go wrong, it just keeps going. But I mean, we'll see. Starting off, Seagate. How do you feel about Seagate? Are you a Seagate hater, enjoyer?
I just suck at mashing. I think the stage is really cool. There's so many cool strats in this stage, and it's like, it is like legitimately, even without the mashing, it's like one of the hardest stages. There's like a bunch of stuff. It's like you have the wall bounces, you have like very specific things that you want to make sure that you do that can like mess up. It's like thunder shooting that like singular flapper before the cage. If you you gotta like make sure that you're like holding out your flight and holding early. Because if you like try to land too early, you just like won't get the flapper, and then you have to back it up and stuff like that. And then to kill the flapper, some people just shoot it as big, but you can also like press B on it as Amy and let her hammer swing do 2 hits. Like there's a bunch of like cool stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting. I was saying to Drywall earlier. I mean, it's basically like a sprint of a stage. There's like, it can be very simple, right? The goal is just get through the tutorial, but it can become very difficult the harder the strats you do,
Yeah.
But relatively even. Seagates, they're both playing on emulator, so we should have relatively even-ish, side by side here. The early game's interesting too, because I feel like at a certain point, like there's not too much separation between runners, even at like the higher levels. I feel like Ocean Palace and Metro are the first like stages that really can start separating. If you have like a good one versus a bad one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, I agree. And it's like, it does kind of seem at this point that like specifically Seaside Hill has is very low spread among runner top times. It's like, it is a stage that like can be difficult, a few weird things to go through, but like
if you miss
it's
the
just
hammer
people
jumps at
have
the
it.
beginning, like a good example.
Yeah, definitely. But at this point, it feels like people kind of have very basic gist. It's like probably the most simple of like that first 5 stages.
Outside of Petcock, which is,
Yeah,
you don't consider that a stage. Ooh, it looks like Game It missed the speed patch there. That happens to me sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. It's like you kind of like overshoot. Yeah, it's like because Game It was like overshooting. He's trying to like go back, and so it's kind of like you're
it's
already
the way
kind of
the
in that
camera
distance.
works there as you're like turning and going uphill. It can be hard to like aim your character to run over the speed pad. You with the 114 though, that's solid, very solid time.
Yeah. Well, Game It would have gotten a 117, but a nice little ground excel will put a pin in that.
Yeah, classic. Ocean Palace, one of Soup's favorite stages.
Yeah. Can't believe they put the best stage in Rose with the front, man. After you pass the stage, what do I have to look forward to? Oh my goodness, that was a clean Trelldor from you.
Oh,
but we did not hit the dash ring.
I'm always afraid to do that. I do the baby method there. I just don't have enough success to try the catch-up flight.
Yeah. One thing I like to do there, what you did still can work and works most of the time. But the thing I like to do is I like to switch to big. So Game It didn't do it. Big just like appeared. But will switch to big before the flight gate so that big is on the totem no matter what. With new just like letting the flight gate do the thing, big won't always be there, and so you don't always have the height, and so you're not guaranteed to make it. You can still do it, you just have to ever so slightly delay when you start your catch-up flight. You just have to like, hold the jump a smidgen longer so that you get the extra height. But with big, you can just mash and you don't care. So that's why I like to do that. You just don't even have to think about that sort of timing.
Right. And that's one of those like tiny details, right, that you just kind of learn over time.
Yeah.
I feel like the higher in the game you get time-wise, the more you learn like all these like little finite things about like setups for tricks, right? Like you were just saying, like with that one, it's like big might just not show up if you don't do the correct setup. So it's kind of interesting. But that was a solid Ocean Palace by New outside of that early mistake.
Yeah, 122 with that. Oh my goodness, that's so good.
Yeah, I know. I was as you were explaining, I was watching. Like, man, New is really moving right now.
I mean, yeah, like again, like we talked about, like New's first Treld. Like I was talking about how clean New's first Treldor was. Like they were all just good. Like New just like did everything.
And Game It getting a 126 is also really solid.
Dude, like, let's go Game It.
126. I mean, I'm out here aiming for like a 130. If I get like a 130, I'm happy. I'm Ocean Palace.
Dude, I mean, like this stage is kind of hard. Like if you're like, you have to be like really particular about some of the stuff you do to like really kind of like save a bunch of that like extra time. This is a tough stage.
If you bump into one door, oh, she's going for the cheese trap.
Oh no! It looked like we got it. It looked like that was maybe, I guess, a little too late. Because I know doing it too early will make Cheese not do it, but I think what happened there is it was ever so slightly too late, I guess? I don't know. That's so...
Yeah, I don't know, like, when it doesn't kill quickly, like, is it the right play to just do the normal strat, or is that slower at that point than just, like, doing something else? I have no clue.
I mean, I definitely think you just had, like, for now, people are just opting to do the normal strat. Like, in that sense, like, obviously, so you see New got a 24, which isn't actually that much slower than the normal strat. No, New still got a bunch of damage with Cheese. Like, New got it down to, like, 60. So she was actually kind of chilling in terms of just, like, doing the normal strat, baiting him back to where you need it, and then just kind of doing it. But that is so awkward that Cheese just didn't go all the way. And that's the thing I'm kind of curious about. I'm like, what makes that happen? Because normally, like, from what I've been seeing from people, you either get it or you don't. I hadn't seen it be, like, half done like that.
Right. Yeah, no, it's interesting. I guess that's just, you know, it's a new strat that people are starting to play around with. Over time, we'll obviously figure out the, like, fine details. Yeah, interesting. But, I mean, all that said, I mean, really, like, if you get a 20, that's pretty standard. So 24 is only a 4-second time loss for that. Not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Jam is saying that Game It actually had golded the Ocean Palace.
Well, let's go Game It. Yeah, 126 is nice. I'm definitely happy with the 126.
Oh my god.
No, no, if you if you homing attacked earlier, that actually would have been chill.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It was like, I think you just waited a little too long. That was so unfortunate though. New did try to set up the laser clip again, doing the Rocket Excel Cream method, like Cream Rocket Excel method was pretty cool there. But one of the things that happened is New's angle was a little bit diagonal. So we hit when we jumped, we like hit the bottom of the thing. And it messed with everything to where we got that hammer twirl really early.
Right. It's interesting her backup. No, not again. Oh my god.
Oh, that's just...
It's interesting that her backup is going that far, like, back. Like, I guess it's just what she's comfortable with. I usually try to stay a little bit closer. But man, that really sucks. Like, that's like the one thing on Metro that, like, it's really brutal to miss that, because you have this huge 20-second time loss, like getting all the way back here, you know.
So one thing about laser clip that I've like found that makes it easier for me is that roll clip, or dang it, laser clip doesn't work like normal roll clips. Like what you're really looking for is the timing to press B, like right before the laser gate.
Right.
And so I actually like going back because I don't have to think about doing it like a double Rocket Excel hammer input. I just have to think about, oh, okay, I did the double Rocket Excel or single Rocket Excel in use case. I only have to think about hitting the action button right before, you know? Like, so that's actually why I like going back. I don't necessarily do the single Rocket Excel method. I still double Rocket Excel, but that is something that both New and Katie actually like to do a lot, is like setting it up that way.
While you were saying that too, Mew was actually struggling a little bit to get through the gate. I was worried, but fortunately she did make it. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I guess with the laser clip, it really is just like, what is your backup? I think that's an important thing, because like a lot of times, you know, you will just run into the gate and nothing happens, right? And it's like, how do you adjust? Like, as long as you have something that you're consistent with that can work as a quick backup, I think that's like the way to go.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, Game It...
really as long as it works, yeah.
Right, yeah. Game It making it through in Metro, I mean, it's definitely a lead shift because of the double death by Mew. Game It getting a 238, gets the flight, the Thundershoot with Amy, which is high, or with Cream, which is exciting.
Oh yeah, that's so sick. I love that stuff.
238 though, I wouldn't say that's the greatest time. I did not catch what was slow on Game It's part. But still decent. Whoa.
Yeah. All right then. So New, oh, dude, IGT wise, still not even gonna be that much faster than Game It, which really sucks for New, considering that we did take about a minute worth of deaths just out the gate. So this is, you know, Game It leading by like 50. Nice little chunky lead to have, and we're hitting elevator skip. This thing's supposed to be impossible.
Yeah, I know. I've been struggling with elevator skip. I love seeing people hit it though. It's hype.
Oh no, yeah, it's like a cool skip. Like I'm hyped when people hit it. I'm hyped when I hit it. Like it's cool. It's just again, emergency flights are like a 3-frame input. If you miss it, you know, you gotta hold that.
And sometimes you hit it, but you don't have enough height, and so you still fall down. You know.
Yeah. Oh no, Mew being ever so slightly too far back, and so we couldn't even do that first attempt. We still have this next bit.
The backup. Yeah. She does have the hike, and she hit it. Oh, see, that's what I was just talking about. Like sometimes you just don't get the, you know, the emergency flight height you need. I really hope though that New, I mean, obviously the time losses in Metro are rough, but I hope she's able to like mentally keep it together, because like she's really good. I really just hope, you know, can perform well.
I mean, yeah, definitely. And it's like, I think because again, at this point, it's like, you know, New's been around the block. We've been talking about like people. Oh, we were having a conversation randomly. It was like me, Deku, S-Fan, and like one other. We were talking about people that have like perfect attendance for we've had 4 Heroes tournaments at this point now.
Oh yeah.
And Mew is one of them.
That's
so it's like, you know, Mew's been around the block. We know how this goes. So it's like, I feel like, you know, New is like definitely prepared for like one laser clip death. We've played Rose enough. She has a 34. But like the second one, when you get hit with the what will you do about the second one, that hurts. That's all I'm going to say. Like that one definitely will take a little, I feel like would take a lot longer to stabilize.
Right. Who are the other three would be what? Deku, Joey, and Aura?
There was actually, no, it was actually an insane amount of people. It was like 9.
Okay.
Because it was like, so Maddie is actually one of them. Shout outs to Maddie.
Okay.
Maddie
I was
was
wondering about Maddie, yeah.
Who else? It was, goodness, I'm already forgetting the list. But it was, so yeah, because yeah, you said like the obvious 4, New,
Deku,
Aura, Joey,
Aura,
Deku.
yeah.
But yeah, no, so Maddie was one, Vintage,
Shout out to
Drywall,
okay, Drywall.
Pokemon Master.
Okay.
And then I think I'm missing one more.
This city reminds me of Casinopolis. Look at all those neon signs.
Yeah, but I know for a fact we landed on like those for sure, and it was such a, we were just like, dang, like that's like a crazy amount of people. Oh, Game It, yes, Game It.
Nice.
Game It was the 9th, yes.
Okay.
I get
yeah,
to both of them in this race, yeah.
Interesting. Speaking of Game It, just got through the beginning of Casino Park. So far, so good. Oh, it doesn't get the gong, the roulette table skip with the gong.
This is making my head spin.
Ooh, Amy dying just in time. No waiting here.
Feels amazing when you don't have to wait. Okay, nice setup. This looks good, just needs to switch at the right time. And there we go. Nice. So yeah, Game It holding strong right now with the I voted sticker on his forehead.
Dude, I love the I voted sticker.
And New does get roulette skip, so that's good. It's a little time save. Okay, teammates do show up. Oh.
Getting caught on the side of that a little bit.
I struggle with that at times. Okay, that should be nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll save time because she did bump in the wall there. Let's see. Oh, still save time. Yeah, because the roulette skip. That's right. Okay, nice. Game It getting the roll clip through the first door. It always feels bad to miss that. I feel like it should just work every time, and sometimes you bump the door and it's like, man.
Dude, I feel like it is one of the hardest roll clips to get on your second try. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I don't.
It's like it's so funny.
I just don't even like if I miss it the first time, I just hit the robot. So I'm just like because it is one of those where it's like, oh, surely the second roll clip attempt will work, and it just doesn't want to go through.
It is really funny that a door that thin is like the one that like really just makes you think about your life.
Right. Okay, Game is struggling a little bit here on the second table. Okay, makes it over.
Yeah, we did it eventually, friends.
Yeah, lost some time, but that's fine. That's interesting that Game It waited. You actually... Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Just lock in Game It. There you go.
So what happened here? Oh my goodness. Oh, wait.
Okay, well, you landed on the dice block.
So boring, no. Oh my goodness. Is New gonna do it too? Wait, hold on. Oh, New's gonna do it. So look at New's screen. This is probably a gentleman's. Yeah, so they were doing the, so shout outs to Paper Mario King. One of the greatest. If you know, you know. But that was definitely on purpose. They wanted to gentlemen's doing the Paper Mario King strat. Game It couldn't do it because Game It had to kill all the enemies to get Big back.
Right, that's funny.
Oh my goodness, he did go for it. Mad respect. Nice roll clip as well, Game It. Oh my goodness. Funnily enough, so I think Game It, dude, that's actually so sad. That actually, trolled Game It's entire lead away. Game It will
Yeah.
still be ahead after this, but it's not going to be by a lot.
Right.
Like, Game It was like 50 seconds ahead. After this game, it's going to be like 20 seconds ahead.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't know if Joey's ever shown you. You might have to ask him at least to show you that part, so that we can have some knowledge on
yeah.
about why that was a thing they wanted to do.
Right.
That's some history, dude. I mean, I guess speaking of 4 out of 4 Heroes tournament attendance, they were there in the flesh to see that happen. You know,
240
the
versus
first Rose tournament.
201. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's
that's
a
like
huge
even
swing.
worse than what I thought. That's probably like 10 seconds ahead now only.
Yeah. Well, we have a race on our hands.
Yeah, no, it's definitely back to being close again. And I think this is probably a good point in terms of like wanting to have it close for Game It. Like, I feel like for Game It in general, I feel like he probably is better a bit more at some of like the later stuff. And the later stuff in general is just like kind of like the things where it's like you just want to just be consistent at, just kind of like do whatever. Obviously, there probably will be, like, I think Egg Fleet might be a stage of a lot of
and
difference.
Rail Canyon as well. Like, I know New
Yes,
goes
lives.
for a lot of the difficult strats.
But like just in general overall, I think Game It is actually going to be in a pretty good spot in terms of still being just a smidgen ahead for like against New here. Okay, we do have a cream level up, thank goodness.
Yeah, it's always sad when you just don't get the level up. So it's pretty rare, honestly. Like, usually you get one, and that's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, you run through like 4 50-50s. Like, most of the time you're gonna get it.
Right. See, what time didn't you get? The one flat? 58, nice.
58. Oh
so
my
Game
goodness.
It losing a little bit here, a 107.
So now it's probably even. They're like, this is like within like 2 to 3 seconds
yeah,
now.
it's definitely within the margin of a couple seconds right now, which is great. I mean, going into Rail Canyon too, this can be a huge swing stage as well.
Basically halfway point. Like you probably have to go a little further. You'd like Rail Canyon Bullet Station about like we're hitting that halfway point, and we're within seconds of each other.
Exciting. Yeah, we'll see the big things here going for DSS glide, balls glide as well. So we'll see if the runners choose to go for those. Do you go for the zip, by the way, right here at the beginning of the stage?
I do.
Okay. I've been noticing
it is kind of weird. Yeah, like one of the things that's super weird about it is Cream just doesn't exist sometimes. Like sometimes I want to do it, but like I try to like jump too late and Cream just won't show up. It's so weird because I don't know what it is about Rose versus some of the other categories. And nice DSS glide from New. Yeah. But for some reason, I feel like with the way that we do the movement for Rose versus Chaotix, which is like what my initial comparison I want to make is, Charmy's there a lot more often. But the way that the movement works is ever so slightly different that I think causes that. But there's something that I'd like. It's something that I like wanted to check to like think about to like see if there was a way that Cream could show up just a smidgen faster for me. Or whether or not it's just I have to jump earlier, because I could just do that too, but I have to see.
Oh, you can't ground excel on that, actually.
You can! That David just got trolled.
Really? Every time I've tried it, I've never gotten it. I just assumed it was an actor and you couldn't.
You know, it's weird. You would actually think that one, because you can't ground excel platforms, it's just like a thing. It's like, you know, whatever the game considers a platform, you can't ground excel on.
Right.
But funnily enough, that's not considered a platform, even though it should be.
That's funny. While we were talking, you actually had a really solid Rail Canyon there. She basically hit everything she was going for. 137.
Yeah, that's good. Game It! Oh no.
God, Game It, please. Thank you.
Oh my god, okay.
Game It did struggle a little bit at the beginning of the stage, hopping off the rail. So, bit of a swing here, but hopefully Gimmick can lock in, finish this stage strong.
Yeah.
Keep it close.
Dude, 137. Come on, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, wow,
That's really good.
moving.
Well, again, we were talking about you trying to, make sure she stabilized after that unfortunate Grand Metro. If we're doing stuff like that, I think New's definitely
on the
locked
right.
in.
Yeah, definitely on the right track. We'll see the cycle for Bullet Station here. Is she gonna make 24?
Cream might have had something to say about that. Yeah.
It's a little too slow.
New's not trying to get into losers bracket. Losers bracket has some killers.
Oh yeah, for
you,
sure.
you do not want to get in there.
As a notable losers bracket member myself, I definitely know.
Dude, you got the worst draw at everybody too.
Yeah, I mean it's fine though, right? Like I lost, the race to like Maddie, for example, and it's like I could have won if I just played better. So
basically,
only can blame myself.
Not the missed hammer. Oh no, that's a small little death. Dude, game it looking like me. I had a run earlier today. I died exactly like that. Oh my goodness.
There we go. So one thing I've learned actually very recently with the using the umbrella there with the fan is you actually just want to jump and wait a moment before you pull the umbrella to lift, because otherwise you'll like bump into the wall or go diagonal. But if you just jump, let the air push you for a moment, and then press umbrella, it makes it really easy to just go up fast.
Yup. Yeah, no, definitely. That's something that's really good, especially because for some reason that one in particular, you actually can't rub up against the wall and go up, really.
Right.
Like you want to make sure you're kind of in the center. So with that one, yeah, it's just you kind of want to just jump, let yourself kind of make sure you stabilize, hit that spot, and then like hit that middle spot, and then hold it. And it's so nice in that sense.
Right. The other method is using cream, actually, and then getting, like, the zip. That one's pretty difficult. I definitely would recommend just doing the umbrella unless you're, like, going for top time.
Yeah, I would say that's like you're going for, like, 21 cycle stuff. I don't really want to do it just going for 24. One of the things that's about it, because there's, you actually do that in other categories. Like, so it's like a piece of movement I'm really familiar with. But it's like your jump timing and your speed are the things that's kind of like determines like your height off of the fan. And it's way more strict than like the very obvious example of where you use it, which is Team Sonic Ocean Palace. It's not the only time where you kind of like get on the elevator, the fan as a flight character to just like gain a smidgen of height. There's a few other spots as well, but that's like the most obvious one that you will always be doing. Like there's other options that you'd be doing that aren't those things for other examples. But so it's like it's so much harder to do in Bullet Station Rose than say like Team Sonic Ocean Palace. And oh my goodness, game it did like 6 damage with that hammer swing. Wait, that was crazy. It wasn't good, but it was hilarious.
Dang. Let's see, can you finish strong? Little scuffed, but getting through it. New cruising right now on Frog Forest.
Those little stupid robot idiot enemies are in the way. Oh no! The fire, they ran in front of the fire dunk, man. What's the point?
Unfortunate for Game It. Oh, New getting ground excel there. Surely she does spend strap.
Oh yeah, New big spend strap believer.
Well, she didn't really hold the she didn't really let it go that far. She jumped out of it pretty quick.
I know, yeah. Ooh, New's doing the Goliath. It's so funny to see, like, there's been so many things that people have, like, chosen to do or chosen not to do for those two vines, where it's like, I think it's funny to see who will, like, adapt to new things and, like, who goes... Because sometimes people will, like, do new things and then go back to old things and then do new things, go back to old things, go back to even older things. It's just, like, people just feel some type of way on... like the random stuff there. I think it's so funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so new starting in Lost Jungle here. T. Going for bonus climb. Can we get a solid one? Nice.
Nice Flight Excel jump.
Oh, okay. Got through it. It's always so scary, you know. There's just so much that can go wrong on that climb.
Yeah, this is looking good for you.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
solid.
nice hit too. that was good. Crazy one.
Game it not going for sprint strat really makes you think.
Ooh, and
Going
that
for the old strat.
distance is scary.
Oh,
We only got a big rocket excel. We didn't even get a cream one, so the
Right.
distance was like basically nothing there.
Hmm. Yeah, unfortunate for game it.
I guess that was basically the equivalent of Emerald Skip, huh, S-Man? It, like, technically wasn't exactly that, but it was the equivalent. Oh, man, that is so sad.
Right. Honestly, though, 117 for having that happen, like the slow jump across, actually really isn't that terrible for game it.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly fine. Like, again, with Frog, like, especially there, like, a lot of times when you think about Frog Forest time loss, most of the time it's a death. And dying in Frog Forest is like 20 seconds. Because it's
Right.
like 10 seconds for what you did, and then 10 seconds for falling down into the void.
Right. Yeah, it's a long drop. Like, if you miss that jump across, very long fall. New doing the slightly modified Team Chaotix fight strat to get the 1004. You love to see it.
Yep. Ooh, game it not maniping big out of the way.
No.
Oh, we thought we had the distance. Oh,
Yeah.
I respect him for thinking he did, but unfortunately he didn't. So we are gonna have to do that one again.
Yeah, at least he grabbed the checkpoint. And this
that
one
looks
could
way
definitely make it.
Yeah.
One thing I always do there, if I'm even just a little bit uncertain, I just pause and I hold A in the pause, and that way it activates Amy's hammer twirl.
Oh yeah, definitely. Big
And then you
fan
can-
of doing that when I'm scared.
Yeah, it's just like, especially there, it's like I just don't want to risk even that happening. But at least you grab the checkpoints and not the worst loss of time. A new executing in castle pretty well so far. Got through the door. Door so free.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice
nice.
42. Just
42.
like it's nothing.
Right. It feels so good to just have a clean hang castle. You know,
Definitely.
just being able to roll straight through the door, getting the jump, getting the height you need, you know, all that.
It's like a really short stage where like a lot's happening. Like you really are like everything just kind of like chains together. It's like you hit the door clip into the slope jump into falling down to the switch, thunder shooting onto the rail, few quick switches, jump off, and then you go. It's just like extremely quick stage. There's just a lot happens.
And you doing a good job at the beginning there. Goes for Joey Stroud. Nice. 23 orb. We like to see it.
That's so unfortunate. That was a really interesting way to do that, and oh my goodness, new scary jump timing. I like obviously jumping off the pole there is very good, but the timing where you jumped actually put her behind the pole, and so homing attacking there actually I like wasn't entirely sure if it was gonna put her on the ground or not, but she was fine. She probably knew that. I'm actually not too sure how scared Niu was. Niu might have known, but I definitely didn't.
Yeah, I mean, at least that's like, I mean, it's just a slight time loss. It's not a huge detriment. The worst thing to do there would be to fall to your death. So, ride the pole down. It is what it is. So New actually missing the roll clip, just opting to hit the switch after the
Game it setting up.
114. Okay, nice.
And we
Game
get
gets
it.
through. Doesn't get the second ground excel, unfortunately.
Dude, sorry about that one. That sucks.
Yeah. Making it work though. Jumping off at 31. Probably be around a 50 in castle for game it.
このヒゲ親父チャオとカエルくんさらったのあんたなんでしょだったらどうする力を返してください
53. 4. Alright, so we're entering the late game here. Does New go for cheese strat? Nope, doing the TBG, it looks
We
like.
are team blasting.
Nice.
Some
a
fast
9.
team blast twos. We hit him on the 9.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You know when it's single digits, you're like, thank God.
Yeah, definitely. Alright. So, yep, we're on that little mossy diamond. That's the visual cue. Exactly where we
Mossy
need to
diamond.
be. Yeah, even the small optimization, punch in the box, get the teammates on the back. Exactly what you want to see. This is good. This is just good.
Textbook Robot Storm right now from New SR.
Oh, this has just been... dude, this has been rough for Game It. That was so weird. The belly flop missed both of them, so he had to, like... He, like, tried to punch. It missed, so... I like what he did. He, like, waited a bit. Cream was still on his back, so he, like, jumped, fire dunked, and killed both.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good way to think about doing that. Shoutouts to Game It for that.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he got through the wall there, jumping through. I know sometimes when you're too far to the right, it'll just bump the corner. But fortunately, he was able to squeak in there and not have that happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's going to go for roll clip, or is he a switch user?
Oh, yeah,
Looks
we're
like he's going
definitely
for...
roll clipping.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Actually, I think we were going for it, but I think what happened was he saw Cream wasn't there. He was wondering what happened to Cream.
Right.
Then bailed.
One thing I know about that setup is you don't want to be holding forward as you're coming out of the cart. That usually decreases the chances that Cream will show up when you try to do the ground excel. So you kind of just want to hold forward for a moment, then let go and just land, and then start the ground excel, and Cream will usually show up for you that way.
It's usually I actually do the opposite. I like don't hold anything out of the thing, and then I like hold forward right before I land.
Yeah, that's fine. It's mainly just like you don't want to be holding forward as the cart.
The whole time. Yeah.
Right,
like
as the cart
basically.
drops you down. Okay, New getting the glide, nice, and the hammer.
Yeah, you try to do like the super optimal strat of like the glide into glide, but we did not have enough speed to get on top of the boxes. So yeah, no, just backing it up by getting a nice rocket excel hammer off of that second platform.
Right, good backup. Then Game It going for the TBGs as well. And Robot Storm gets a 10, a low 10, also solid.
Yeah, also just looking good for Game It.
Right, I'm like, New does the setup that you do for this,
yeah.
Port skip.
Shout outs to all the people that know this from Team Sonic, you know? It's just the... Let's do this because it's like the collective three of us that are doing this because it's faster than like the normal backup, but it's like easier than the fastest strat, and it only loses a second to the fastest strat. So me and you and Aura all like doing this.
Ooh,
That was
New
so
went
close.
two-
Both of those
yeah,
first
2 of
two zips
3
are crazy.
on the zips. 148, solid time though. for Egg
Definitely.
definitely solid. And Game It getting a sub 50 robot storm. Not bad.
Yeah, that's only like 0.09 worse than new.
Mm-hmm. Final Fortnite, we're loading in. Yeah, I was wondering if New would go for the like double rocket excel strat.
The Rocket Excel strat, I hate that strat. It's
It
like
looks really
it's simultaneously the easiest strat in the world and the hardest strat in the world. I have to like boot up Final Fortress and see how I look on it on the day. Because if I could do it 3 times in a row when I start the day, I'm hitting that shit 100% on the day. If I don't hit that shit 3 times in a row, that shit's like 20% on the day. It's just something about it.
Sometimes
It's a really
like
weird
that,
trick.
you know.
Yeah.
For me in like Melee, it's like that. Like if I'm not hitting my ledge dashes and it's like tournament day, I'm just like I'm not going for them. Like just not worth it. Other times
Yeah.
I'll be feeling myself. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely, you know, going for it. Oh, new bump into the robot.
Just
That's
unfortunate. Yeah, we just killed a guy here.
Yeah. Nice job.
Dude,
Oh,
we
God.
got a single rocket excel there. That's so sad.
That was awkward. Okay, loop skip. Nice. Clean. Game It making his way across Egg Fleet. Let's see what warp skip he's gonna go for.
Yeah, I'll say we are doing the normal backup for Egg Fleet Warp. Again, this one's nice. He's also falling a little bit before opting for the tornado. Super nice to not get down warped.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. It's definitely important to not just instantly activate the hammer tornado. Oh, misses the umbrella cancel. Alright, New
Finish it
loading
up.
in to Egg Emperor here. Let's see, does she do the ground excel strat or the rocket excel strat? I actually don't know.
I'm not too sure what he's doing. Oh, we're neutral stick rocket excelling.
Alright.
That's it. Look at
Made
how
it
good
through.
that looks.
That looked clean.
Oh my
Did you
goodness.
get the
Unbelievable.
No.
Now, sometimes you lose. It's
Unfortunate.
like this second half of Egg Emperor is so unfortunate. Like you really are hitting the let's go gambling. It's so sad. Like it's technically not RNG. Like you shouldn't have a thing to be able to not just get destroyed here, but it just doesn't happen.
Well, GG's to New. That should win the race. I would have to assume.
Oh yeah, no, that just does win the race.
Game is struggling a little bit on Final Fortress. He had missed the pause glide off the rail at the beginning.
That activated hammer? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, I want to know for anybody else who had the eyes there on Game It screen. Game It rolled off the cliff and was all like off the cliff, and then hammer activated. Like he like I swear he was no longer on the ground. Did anybody else see that, or am I tweaking?
Oh wow! Still made it up there.
The buffer fly. Oh my goodness.
Tight.
It's nice.
I'm always afraid to miss that, so I always just take the like middle platform and jump up.
Yeah.
Oh, a little too close to the
Yeah.
hitbox there. Wait, what's he waiting for?
The robot had a shield up. You couldn't really see it on the screen, but yeah. Oh no, he switched to big a little bit by accident. Wait, oh dude, if he had the wherewithal, he could have actually cheese stratted when the fucking robot hit him. You're not thinking about that.
Yeah. Alright, finish strong game it.
We got this game, man.
Not about that loop skip life.
Yeah, I was about to say, there are definitely some people who are just like, yeah, not a fan of this one, by the way.
Right. I respect it. There's certain things in the game sometimes where it's like, I just don't want to deal with that. Like, people don't go for a Joka strat, for example. Like, I understand. It is a troll strat.
I know.
Sometimes.
Both same about a similar amount, too. It's like 3 to 4 seconds, and you just, like, sometimes you're just like, yeah, no, like, this just isn't it.
Right. Alright, let's hope for the one cycle for game it here.
Yeah, finish it off real quick, real strong. One cycle, a good one cycle could also net still a 37, you know. Anything worse will get us a 38. Gotta be careful.
Trying to think, what were game it's big time losses this run? Is there anything that stands out?
I mean, Bingo Highway, Egg Fleet for sure.
Right,
Both of those are huge. Let's see. We had the Bullet Station death.
That's right at the beginning.
Those were like the roughest ones.
Probably the 3 spots, yeah. I mean, Bingo definitely being the worst, losing a lot of time because of that.
Yeah, we lost like 40 seconds to you.
Nice. One cycle. Ooh. There we go. Nice, got it. Good.
Okay, that was a bit of a slow one cycle, so let's go game it.
Still,
I'm kind of scared though, because this might be like a 38 flat or something. I'm not gonna lie.
We take those 20s though.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. For like a run, you're like, yes, you know, like you know, it's
just hitting one cycle at all. It's like, thank God. Yeah, I mean, GG's to both runners. New definitely locked in after the early deaths in Metro. Game it played overall solid. There are a couple bumps here and there, but especially early game it played really well, I felt like.
Ooh, and welcome both into the booth.
Hello.
Sorry about the Grand Metro.
Oh, the Grand Metro. I don't care about the Grand Metro.
No. I'm gonna get to you because I have a lot to apologize to you for. This one is for you. This one is for you. I'm sorry about the Grand Metro.
Yeah, that's what it is. So it's not like it's the first time it's ever happened to me.
Yeah, the 2 laser clip deaths and the 235, pretty good. I would have to say.
Yeah.
And yeah, game it.
35. I am the 35 machine.
Oh my goodness, 3556 is insane. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, game it. I mean, like, where do we start? The Bingo Highway, the Bingo Station, the Egg Albatross.
My run was really good. We had done a funny agreement to belly flop bounce on the die, like, you know, the classic.
Of course.
And I fucking melted down, and I did not abandon the strat. I was like, I'm gonna do this strat. I don't care if I'm fucking around with the springs and these jellyfish, and I'm having the worst time in the world. This strat's gonna happen, and I do the strat, and I get a 240 or something, and the whole run is garbage after that. Like, I'm tilted, I'm throwing time everywhere.
Oh, it was so sad. And like, I think the worst part is you couldn't even do the strat because Big got caught by the jellyfish. And so you tried to kill the one jellyfish, but you also killed the other jellyfish next to him. And so the dice returned to normal, so you couldn't even do it.
I couldn't do it. I forgot about that, but that's everything completely failed.
It was so sad.
I mean, I respect the commitment. I totally would have understood it if you were like flubbed it a little.
I was
like, to
only
begin with, and you just
+1 on
abandoned.
PB. I should have just gone for a PB, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, again, I wouldn't have blamed you, and it's like a dumb strat anyway that loses like a second.
So funny.
Yeah, I mean, Game It, your early game up to that point was actually like really solid. Like you were playing really well.
I golded Ocean Palace, which I was really happy about.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I think you got
Palace
like
was
a
good.
126 or something.
Yeah,
Really
I mean, I know it's not like it's a gold for me, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I literally said on commentary, I'm like, if I get 130, like sub 130, I'm really happy. So 126 solid.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
And New,
I
you
agree
played
too. I
like
think that's good.
like Rail Canyon, you played really well.
Yeah, like I'm definitely not like the strongest in my late game as I really should be, but I mean, I kept it going. Even I didn't let the deaths affect me, which I'm kind of happy about. But I mean, I think it's just mostly just because it's the Grand Metro laser clip that I don't know what I expect.
Yeah, and that we talked about that too. It's just like, you know, New knows like you can either let this destroy you or just play well and, you know, make up time here and there, and you did. So
yeah, I mean,
solid on you to keep the mental fortitude. That's a hard thing to happen twice at the beginning of the run.
You, I have to ask, did you at least remember to do the Stratton Bingo Highway?
I did remember, yeah. So
Yeah, no, you did it. Yeah. You did it.
I
If
did
you had
what
forgotten,
PMK couldn't.
If you had forgotten, I would have been like, "What's the fucking point?" Literally, what is the point?
Dude, it was so funny. I'm glad I was like, what? I was like, what is Game It doing? And then it was so funny because you hadn't even got there yet, and I knew, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, like something unlocked in my brain when I realized. I was like, why would Game It wait here for Big? And then I said, wait. And there is a reason. And then when you did it, I was like, oh, thank goodness. Okay, this is they agreed to this.
3801.
That's the time.
Yep, that is
the
the time
of all time.
Yeah, no, definitely GG's to the both of you. If there's any last words, let's get them out now.
I cannot wait to lose to Deku.
Oh my goodness. Anything for Game It?
I had fun. Stay tuned for next
Alright.
match: Toric versus Superior.
Yep.
Yeah, good luck, Sue.
Yeah, all right then. Peace out.
Yeah, GG's everyone.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Team Rose LTS tournament. Once again, we have Superior versus Toric. An epic match for this first winner's bracket side.
Yeah, crazy.
And we got
I love
Katie.
speedrunning. I love speedrunning, everyone. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Team Rose LTS tournament. Today we're going to be smoking some crack. Are you excited?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So, I mean, Soup, well known, he actually just PB'd with a 35-11, which is a pretty good time. Toric with like
37, I think.
I believe it's 37. So this race could be close. It could be dependent on whether Soup has some oopsies or whatnot, and if Toric can keep up. But we won't know until it is time. So let's see it. Let's cook.
Yeah, especially with Toric has a lot of experience in the game playing Chaotix and Team Sonic, so she has the potential to like just pull out a big PB also.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I think she tends to go for like safer like strats.
Yeah, she's
for
definitely the more consistency type player, I can say.
So is Soup though. So
yeah, that's true. But Soup can go crazy.
Yeah, Soup does the crazy strats, but he does it consistent also.
Mm-hmm. So both runners gonna be playing Seagate. You gotta mash the A button to get through the text boxes. You know, the huge.
Yeah, it's a classic question. What's your opinion on Seagate?
I could better ask the question. Game it. What kind of well done or doneness do you like?
I don't ever eat steak, like ever.
Me too, actually.
Like, anything. So I don't even know. Like, obviously, like maybe this isn't obvious, but I think it makes sense that like medium rare would be better because I understand like it's softer or whatever. But like, as a kid, I literally only ever ate well done because I was like, the red is gross.
Yeah. Both runners are about the same pace through the Seagate, actually, which is kind of interesting, even if there's a little bit of a delay between the two. I'm not a huge steak fan. I know everyone last time was like telling me to go eat steak, but honestly, if I were to have a well done this, just going off of like hamburger or something, it'd probably be like closer to like well done, I guess. I don't know what the one step above well done is.
Medium well.
Medium well, I think that might be what I'd prefer, but I don't know. Then to be fair though, ground beef, you kind of need to cook all of it. You can't really have pink ground beef.
Unless you ground it yourself. But otherwise, there's cross-contamination concerns. Everyone, make sure you're eating healthy, literally. Like, make sure you don't just, like, poison yourself.
Do not poison yourself. Do not. Just
anyways,
like Seagate.
About the Seagate.
Seagate, pretty normal.
Yeah, both players are like literally tied.
Yeah, like both runners had a pretty equal Seagate, which is very exciting for all sorts of gaming.
Let's see the okay. I was gonna say let's see his hammer jump, but
yeah, Toric opts to do the safer strat there of just Soup gonna miss the hammer, the mid-air hammer though. It's gonna cost him about probably like 10 seconds, I'd bet. But if Soup hits it next try. I mean, that's only 10 seconds.
I'm gonna be calling it mid-air hammer from now on because everyone uses different words. They say hammer twirl, hammer extend, and it's like these are also the names of other strats.
Oh yeah, okay. So like, real quick, hammer extend IMO is the frame perfect, or like the one frame strats where you keep hammering. The mid-air hammer is just like a mid-air kick, you know, where you just do a hammer off a ledge. It works the same.
I think in like 2022, everyone just said hammer jump, but like no one does that anymore. So
yeah.
All right, Toric's gonna be pulling off an early lead in this match.
Yeah, I think Soup has the potential to do this ending a bit cleaner. Just from a little more experience, more carry flying, a lot of carry flying. Big didn't seem to want to do anything. there, which is kind of funny. So I think IL wise, Soup will be saving some time, but because of the death, like that's like
Losing
still
time,
10
yeah.
seconds behind. Yeah.
So why do you say carry flying, by the way, instead of catch-up flight?
I think it's just because I like what I say more. I think catch-up flight is cool, and it's definitely the right term to use, I think. But I like the idea of a carry fly to me is that you're carrying your momentum with the flight state. Because normally when you fly, you lose all of it, right? So that's why I call it a carry fly. And I think that's just what I called it before I heard it was catch-up. But old habits die hard. Is Soup a Treldor? I forgot. Oh, Soup's a Treldor. He's gonna get the Rocket Excel, gonna get the catch-up flight. Huge money. It's a little bit of time save. Oh my god, Toric.
Uh-oh.
Toric bouncing along the walls.
It was a little scary because you can actually bounce off the walls directly into the water. And like the only way to save yourself is to react and press B to tornado.
Yeah, even then, it's still like a pretty oh my god. Both players are gonna hit the wall. You ideally want to get the cream Rocket Excel there, just so you can get a huge burst of speed down that hill, but today is just not a good day for cream.
Yeah, the secret is you have to, like, you can't roll through the speed pad like you usually do. Even though sometimes it just doesn't work. I was led to believe that it always works, but sometimes it just doesn't. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but if I'm being misled. But I don't know. Sometimes a consistent strat just isn't consistent for you on that day.
Yeah. You ever think Deku thought about the secret? Like, because was he the one to popularize the idea of the secret to like describe a mechanic or like a detail about a mechanic or strat or whatever?
I don't know. The first one I ever heard of was Secret Glide, and I thought you made that, but I don't know. I guess not.
I don't know. Like, I know Deku said something about a secret glide or whatever, and that was the Team Sonic glide at the end of Ocean Palace. But I don't know if that was like happening before. I could see it being both. The secret is still really funny. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. Also, it seems like Soup saved like a massive amount of time. Like he's like not even behind anymore.
Yep.
Crazy. That's the power of speedrunning.
Check by the in-game time at the bottom when they finished Ocean Palace.
Yeah.
We'll see it at the end of Hagok. Also, you know, assuming nothing crazy happens.
Both runners.
Just about the game.
Yeah, both runners opting to do the normal strat here, where you just grab the invincibility and whack Eggman a bunch, which makes sense. The cheese strat is definitely a challenge, and you could get it pretty consistent about 20 seconds or so, just by doing this normally.
Yeah, this boss is definitely very free, which is helpful. I mean, sometimes you'll have the rare like 5-second time loss, but not like the potential for Egg Albatross and Egg Emperor for time loss.
Yeah. So we're going up to Grand Metro. Do you think your grandpa is responsible for making this stage game it?
I don't think my grandpa plays video games.
That's so fucked up, dude. Imagine having a gaming grandpa. That'd be so lit.
Yeah, I would like play the Wii at his house, and then like he'd always like make sure that I unplug the Wii because otherwise the red light is on, and that's using up energy.
Yeah, that's so real. Oh, Torik's gonna get the gate clip though. That's sick.
Yeah, that was super clean. What's crazy is that I was like dumb enough that I was like, you know what, maybe he's right. It is kind of wasting energy if you think about it.
Yeah, think about it. My dad has the same conception too. Both runners are gonna get gate clip, although Soup had to kind of set it up again, which makes sense. That gate clip is a little finicky. I don't really like it, but it saves a whole bunch of time, so you gotta do it. Oh,
Yeah.
Torik's gonna do this setup for this. Interesting.
Good Giga make it, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it'll work. It works for her. I definitely don't know how difficult it is to just take a direct path that like Soup is doing here, though.
Well,
So-
the hardest part is like not running into the box of the robot, which
I guess that makes sense.
Soup's doing the rainbow ring, even though Deku timed it and said it was slower, but
Did Deku actually time it? I thought it was like the same speed.
well, Deku said it was slower. I was in there when he was timing it.
I'm gonna not believe Deku on that one because I timed it to be like the same time, really.
Well, this is
Okay.
not my fight to fight because I'm too
No.
bad to do the ideal strat, anyways. So
It's okay, game it. It's okay. you can get better, I believe.
I gotta get the sub 240 Bingo Highway first.
True. That is an impossible challenge. Soup actually going for the hammer, the midair hammer across the gap?
I actually think that's faster, but once again, I haven't timed it.
Damn.
I don't know. The jump across just seems kind of slow. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely seems slow. It just didn't feel right to me. Also, rolling there to go onto the speed pad, that might actually be faster. I have never thought of that before. Both runner. Torik's going to be getting a 229. Soup's actually going to be saving about 9 seconds, 8 seconds or so. So, once again, leads building up for Soup, which is expected for this kind of level of play. Two like differing PBs of this size. Turns out power plant is Denny's. I didn't really know that, but Torque Split says so. So, good for her.
Yeah. I mean, every split's been saying something, but I haven't been really paying attention to the overarching narrative.
I know that after or once Casino Park hits, like it's just dang it, like the gambling thing. So that's the last thing.
I thought she changed her splits because I'm like, because I thought her last splits was just all on dang it since the first split, but I don't know.
I think it stayed the same. Both runners actually, no, Torque didn't get it, but Soup did get the elevator skip, by the way. Elevator skip saves like 14 seconds, so it's pretty huge thing to hit. You actually need a tight flight excel to actually make it, with some animation cancels along the way up. So yeah, good on Soup for hitting it. It's quite difficult. Nice little carry fly there. Soup's just going to be doing normal strat at the end here. Torik's, still having a pretty good power plant, but you kind of have to compete with an elevator skip, and that's just kind of impossible.
Yeah, so most of this time difference is just because of the elevator skip at the beginning.
Gaming. Have you ever thought about pizza before?
You know what? Yes.
That's sick. I'm proud of you. I can say that pizza is very cool.
Yeah.
I had a really good pepperoni pizza a couple nights ago on Saturday. Really delicious.
Was it Domino's?
It's a mystery restaurant. You'll have to find it. Good luck.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go do that.
Yeah. Both runners are going to be doing the typical new Team Sonic strat. You just hold both camera triggers, you win the game, etc., etc.
Easy and epic.
It is easy and epic. Shoutouts to gaming for real.
True.
Gambling. Torque Split says, "Let's go gambling." So we're gonna dang it this shit, okay?
Yeah, our next split's gonna be like, all right, I've won $100. That's what their next split's gonna say.
Yeah, and they're gonna lose it all. They're gonna lose $5 million in Bingo Highway. That's how it goes. But yeah, like I'd say that Soup's like about 30 seconds ahead or so to Torque. So this is definitely another split where that could build up depending on the strats used. Soup not doing the strat there where you go behind the gong and swap, or belly flop and then swap to cream to skip the roulette wheel. Does Torque do it though? Oh, she's a gamer. That's how you know. That's how you
Unless
know.
She lands. Okay.
Yeah.
You can phase directly through that, so it's.
Yeah, if you don't land in the right spot, it's kind of scary. Big the cat.
Where is Big the cat? Because like.
Oh, there he is.
Dead, but there he is.
That's weird. I have not seen that. Although, ooh, what is? Torque's kind of doing this in an interesting way.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
She's landing on the dice so she can get like she can get closer essentially to set it up for more leniency. But she was also the angle which she thunder shot her teammates were like really off to the side.
Yeah, so she didn't end up saving time even with getting that strat. Like they both got the same time. That's interesting.
Bingo Highway. Wait, Cream is dead for Torque. What's gonna be the strat? Okay.
Okay.
Luckily she didn't roll or anything, because that might have been an issue. But
Ooh, that little bump on the wall. That's a fun one. I love that.
Bingo Highway is.
Oh,
pretty
Big
boring
died?
level, kind of.
Also, Torque didn't swap to Amy there. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if she knows about that strat. She might not. Oh, Soup's having the pinball of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Lost a couple seconds so far in the stage.
And Soup's gonna have to, just hit the spring to make it up there. Although I don't know if a lot of people actually do the zip outside of like me and Deku.
Yeah, the zip seems really hard and risky.
Yeah.
If you played Chaotix, you know how bad the bottom pinball table is. So, you don't want to go down there, really. Of course, with such a short category like Rose, if you fall down there, you should just reset, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Not for a race.
Whoa. Okay. Cream's not really helping Torque out here, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, Torque's just gonna do the Team Blast here. Soup got the clip for sure, right? Look.
Yeah.
Looked like he did, yeah. So, and also Soup's gonna get out of the tube. This is looking like the superior speedrun, I'm not gonna lie. Can we post the superior in chat?
Yeah, can we post the VTuber emote? Was it Majin Bill?
Yeah. Soup is laughing himself to death, dude. That's so sad. I wonder what's happening to him. Someone save him.
Having so much fun playing Sonic Heroes.
Say it with me. The family.
Family, yeah.
That's how you know. And Torque is just a Pokemon. Can you believe it? Holy shit.
I can, look at her.
Holy shit. Do both players get funny frame? Ooh, Toric gets funny frame. That's hype. Soup's gonna be missing the balloon a little bit. Little goof and a little gaff, perhaps. But once you get the team blast, it's pretty standard. You wipe everything out with level 1 big, occasionally a level 2 cream, if you're lucky. Soup's lucky here. And keep in mind, like, you get a level if you team blast, so you basically just had level 1 big from the start if you don't do the cheese strat.
Yeah, and then you have 3 50-50s to get a cream, so if you end up not getting level 2 cream, it's because you got the 1/8 chance unlucky situation.
Yeah, which should basically never happen.
Yeah, 1/8 chance, that's not. What is that, only like 16%?
Yeah. So I have to say, have you ever done karaoke before?
No.
Damn, that's sad. I highly recommend it. It was fun. I had a fun time doing karaoke a couple days ago with the homies.
That's fun, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like Team Chaotix' Team Blast. It's like that for anyone in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Man, Soup's got to be like, I can't stop winning right now. Surely, right? Right? And he's
I don't get the reference. I don't know. Yeah,
It's
I guess
okay.
he's saying that.
Yeah, it's okay. When you're true through and through like that. Sorry.
Yeah, if I went to karaoke, I'd be like the one guy who's just like sitting in the corner and just like enjoying himself, but also not singing, probably.
Yeah, there was someone with us that also was doing that. She's the goat.
I'm sure that.
But anyway, back to speedrunning. Who cares about this? I hate speedrunning. Because it's rail can't. Oh my god, Soup!
No.
What the Soup?
Oh no, I hate speedrunning, but for a new reason.
New reason just dropped. Oh my god, Soup. That's tragic. I think Soup just had a brain moment. Understandable.
Yeah.
That happens when you're speedrunning, but that's gonna be 20 seconds for Toric to save, and you know.
Oh no,
oh my god.
going back for the checkpoint. He missed the checkpoint the first time. Yeah, I just realized, because like otherwise why would he reset? But he knew he missed a checkpoint, so.
Yeah. Just opting to get it just for safety. I'd say Toric stayed about 20 seconds. But you know, that could still be dependent on like how quick Soup gets through this. Soup's definitely going for balls glide, right? Right? Surely.
He didn't go for DSS glides, or did he? Or did he just miss it?
Soup just missed it, unfortunately.
I don't think he goes for balls glide. Like at
all. I know he doesn't, but he should. He should. It's fucking. I hate speedrunning, man.
I still love I just hit it unbuffered. That made me think that it must be like easy, surely.
Yeah.
I just hit it unbuffered randomly without knowing anything about it. That's the goat.
That's so real. Doing it unbuffered is really scary though, because like you need 2 quick A taps, otherwise you die. Because you'll just do a rail swap instead, and you'll fall off and die. Epic style. When's the last time you've watched Gangnam Style?
Oh man, it must have been like pre-2020, at some point.
That's crazy. I think I watched it last year, probably just for fun. I definitely was into it in like 2012, but beyond that, not really. It was just a funny joke I heard on like Siva Gunner Rips or whatever.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Siva Gunner album?
Album? I don't know. I don't know them albums.
No, that's so sad. I don't know any either. I can vouch for the CD Grand Beta album though. That one's good. Bullet Station. Cycles. There's a cycle. Ideally, you want to hit 24 cycle on the turret here. Coming up. Torque looks like she's probably gonna get like a oh my god.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was a little scary, but
Missed the ramp, but hit the speed pad.
yeah,
Whatever you call
hitbox
it.
size coming in
Booster.
clutch. Yeah, booster. Torque gonna be getting
27 probably.
27. Soup's gonna be getting a 23, or the 24 cycle. Actually, nope. Yep, just kidding. I don't know how to count.
Yeah, it's hard for me to tell unless I've seen their whole movement up to the point. So
Yeah. So Soup is still like 30 seconds ahead, even with that 20-second death and the little whooshoop and the bang bang in the stage. So, you know, that's the nature of speedrunning. Sometimes you roll
definitely an overcomable lead. It's
To
like
get the
two
game-
levels go wrong, and then that's 30 seconds easy.
Oh, the RTA sync though? Oh, just kidding. Oh,
Oh,
we're back.
we're so back.
Just kidding.
Oh, different end
Oh, we're
strats.
RTA sync though.
But we are so back.
We are so back. Soup looks like he's dying.
The double Joey free fa 1, please.
Yeah. Thinking about like Soup, like he's so fucking small in that webcam, dude. How does he live?
Yeah.
How does he do it?
I don't know.
Egg Albatross, there's a couple different ways to do it. I imagine both players will probably be going for the normal strat. So that's just a matter of like getting under the blimp or the little blimp.
The albatross.
The albatross, if you will. And just like doing a bunch of damage there.
Yeah, Torque doesn't get Cycle 1 cleanly, and that is Soup.
Soup, yeah, that's crazy.
Luckily, they were able to catch up and finish it off.
I'm a little worried for Torque, just because of the position of the blimp. Like, she's not going to be doing a whole ton of damage, but Soup's going to be racking up some big ones.
Oh my gosh, but they're still both stuck on the second phase.
Okay.
Wow. It's
so about
not
like
going well for
3
either
seconds
player.
of difference, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about 3 seconds. With Soup coming out on top. Do you think Soup could be a topping?
Yes? Like a bread bowl?
I guess,
Soup with
yeah.
the topping.
Interesting. I never had a bread bowl. What is that like?
I haven't either. I just imagined Soup on a slice of bread, and then I was like, let me have a response that's more reasonable than that.
Huh.
What is Soup doing? He's watching the cutscene.
That's the speed run.
Technically, you don't lose any time for doing that, but it's not very speedrun.
Yeah, you got to think about the RTA. RTA is the only timing method that matters. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
If you think about like a world that isn't this one, then true.
Okay, is Soup gonna go for the sex loop? Nope. Damn. Rock Forest is pretty difficult. It's a pretty difficult stage. I gotta hit some umbrella cancels. They're kind of tight at the beginning. After the beginning, though, it can be mostly smooth sailing before the last part where you have to do spent strat. Soup opting to take the loop while Torque skipping the loop. That's gonna save the whole speedrun right there.
I say sincerely, however, it probably will not make such a grand difference at the end of the day.
What if Game It was in Italian? That'd be lit, dude.
That'd be crazy, I guess.
I would love Game It to cook me a pizza.
Yeah.
Dude, the difference
I
between
want to
like
cook a pizza, but
it was the Torque did the normal rocket excel, right? Like the
Yeah.
midair hammer, and Soup did the Spence Strat 2.0.
yeah.
Because Spence Strat 1.0 wasn't good enough. Actually, I don't know if there's a. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think the original Spence strat was landing on the thing and doing the double rocket excel, which I think is still the fastest. Maybe.
I see. Yeah, that was Soup saved 10 seconds. That's the time save. Double rocket excel on the small plat. That sucks. I'm really sorry.
Oh, Soup's going for some fancy movement.
Oh, did Soup do the other rail? That's
he
it.
glid. He glid
Ooh,
up rail.
that's speedrunning.
Torque doesn't go for bonus climb, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Some people think it's difficult, and it does like really lose a lot of time.
Of time if you miss it, yeah. One supporter of Game It is good enough, I think.
Yeah.
You know, ideally you want to, but you know.
Oh.
I'm gonna hammer.
Trying to homing attack cancel, but you can't cancel after you already homing
Yeah.
attacked.
Soup choosing not to do the
send the
top
missiles
strat.
back.
I don't know if Soup was doing the go over top strat. It seemed like everyone just collectively decided that strat sucked massive and decided to stop doing it, which, thank God, that strat does suck massive.
Yeah. I mean, I've never done it or even attempted it once in my life. So I agree. Soup saving a bit of time on this level also.
Yep.
You gotta build a lead, because you never know what's gonna happen in these last levels. So that's what. I mean, obviously he's trying to save time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Soup's on PB pace. I don't think this run's good enough. But Soup is definitely. Oh, and yeah, this run's definitely not good enough for PB. He took that 20-second death. But
Yes.
Soup's just chilling, just playing. You know how it is.
Torque could be on PB pace.
That's true.
She's been playing pretty solid. I don't know if she's died at all. So.
I don't think so. I think she's just mostly had some little flub ups and stuff, but I mean, hey, a 36 is better than a 38. Also, by the way, in case you didn't know, you could do nothing on that fight and win. Shoutouts to someone named Bitch4. I don't know who that is though.
Yeah.
Now, Hang Castle. Are we gonna see a door skip shootout? I hope
We
not.
see 2 quick door skips. Door skip is definitely like. I mean, I played this category when I had like, you know, I was like going for sub 40, and this was killing every single run. Was trying to cream clip, so the roll clip is very good. Oh no,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
Soup
Soup's
missed the
gonna
roll
miss
clip.
it though. But
Reset up.
Torque's gonna set it up. Oh, they're gonna.
Oh,
Torque's gonna miss it
too,
too.
yeah.
It's
Oh.
Torque's just gonna opt for doing the normal route instead.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this before actually, so this will be interesting. You just hit a switch.
And then you go down, and then
You hit
You're
another
already back.
switch. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's definitely faster than trying forever. If
yeah.
you don't know what you're doing.
If you just like immediately go for it, it's probably faster than like third try. So
Yeah. Can the chat predict what's on Soup's wall right now?
I can't see.
So, I mean, water bottle, that's the first one right there, and also a cup from some
wall?
restaurant. I mean, yeah, well, like the TV's technically a wall if you think about it. You can't go through it. I mean, I guess you
Oh.
can, but like, then I guess you could go through like any wall, right? If you just
Well,
go
like, you're
through it
talking
hard
about
enough.
Quantum tunneling,
Yeah,
like the meme.
yeah, I guess so. Have you ever seen that comic where like Sonic's just in the TV? He's like, "Hey, come in, motherfucker," It's like that.
No.
It's crazy. You should see it.
I don't know anything about Sonic.
Soup's not doing the consistent strat. Oh, I guess Soup's just doing the ground excel there, which is consistent. I just figured he would go for the ground excel strat. Huh.
You mean the Rocket Excel?
Well, yeah, the flight into ground excel and then or the rocket. Yeah.
I forgot there was a ground Excel involved.
Yeah. So you would swap to flight here, and then you would swap to big upon landing, do a ground excel, and then you have a rocket excel with Kareem to go through. And you can even do a double hammer extend to make it all the way to this top platform. It's pretty huge.
Pretty epic.
Soup definitely got the door clip though, so that's also a big win. The door clip is kind of jank. You need Kareem to follow you, and if she doesn't, then you can't do it because the game says no.
Yeah, I think maybe it's like if you jump too early or something. Because in my race, I definitely just tried to do it as normal, and then Kareem wasn't there, so. Let's see if we get any cheese strats on Robot Storm. That's the new nowadays.
Yeah, no funny frame for Soup. Surely Torek hits it though. She's my goat.
Okay, just TBGs from Soup, and he's missed 3 in a row. That's not good, but it's not too bad. I mean, he lost about 5 seconds.
Oh, Torek is the GOAT. Can you believe it?
The funny frame.
The funny frame.
Saved the race. More important than anything is content.
That's actually what I'm saying. And honestly, if you ain't waking up grinding content every day, what's even the point?
Yeah.
Don't even go to the movie theater.
What do you want to be? Engineer? Lawyer? No. Full-time content creation.
Full-time content creation on the dock. I love speedrunning. make speedrunning content. You're the goat of speedrun content creation. Does that mean you have all the world records if you make a world record progression on every speedrun?
You got the world record most viewed video. That's gotta be.
Soup saying, feeling like Aura. That's so sad. Aura Ace only lives in Pittsburgh, dumbass.
I'm gonna feel like Aura in January.
That's gotta be the best. I have got to play Team Sonic LTS. Fucking Pittsburgh.
That would be super hype.
Yeah. Who knows?
Potentially.
If you want to fight, you've got one. Let's get that loaded. We're flying so high.
So Egg Fleet can be a pretty tricky stage. Both runners about a minute apart. Actually, more than a minute apart. So, unless Soup has a major meltdown, it's looking pretty likely in his favor, which is expected. But oh my god!
Oh
my god!
Okay.
The end of speedrunning.
Somehow landed and went directly through the platform. Like, I don't know if you saw the little hexagonal nub. He was like stuck under it. I don't know. Like it was so weird.
And then just ran off. That's so sad. That's silly. Soup's gonna make it back. It was only like a little extra minute. Or I guess it's closer to a minute now in terms of the lead. Seems like Torek has like the giga loads. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, Torek's game does load faster, so Soup's still in the lead by a good margin.
Would you say it's similar to like the April Samurai loads? Those were insane.
I don't know if it's quite April Samurai load levels, but
I wonder if Shark's playing on 5.0. I think she is.
I don't know.
Interesting thoughts.
It looks like she is.
Also could just be resets and whatnot. Oh my god, Soup. That was insane. Soup just like hammered into that turret and got a boost up and jumped out of it. That was kind of sick, actually. I did not know you could do that.
You got the Team Sonic Egg Fleet Warp set up.
Yeah, huge.
It just works.
I love that setup. I stopped doing it because I'm terminal speedrunner, but like, it's pretty sick. Toric's gonna be doing the other safe strat where you just do a ground excel, mid-air hammer, and then do another hammer twirl to do another tornado and hammer twirl, and, potatoes.
Yep. Make up a lot of distance using all of your air mobility instead of necessarily the greatest amount of speed.
Yeah, it's definitely. I would say it's slower than the Team Sonic strat that Soup did, but still a pretty solid safe strat. Especially if
faster
you
than Team Blast. So.
Especially if you mess up the Team Sonic strat and you just need to do something, because trying to do a rocket excel on that little edge is impossible, especially with this team, I imagine. Final Fortress. I'm final. School.
This is gonna be the last fortress in the game, man.
That's crazy.
Sad.
What are we gonna do with this information?
I don't know. Alright. Soup hitting the hammer extend. What a gamer.
Soup's just sick with it. Soup doesn't hit the second one, though.
Uh-oh.
Gamer status revoked, unfortunately. I'm sorry. The only way Soup can become a gamer is if he hits one cycle. Which is funny, because Soup is well known for getting owned by Emperor. Which is quite sad. I hope it doesn't happen to him.
Is he known for that? He tends to tout his neutral stick method as the best.
I don't know, every
Well,
time
it's not
I
technically
hear...
his, but...
Every time I hear about a PB miss, it's always because of Emperor, so... I don't think so. I know, like, getting past him, the neutral stick method works, but, like, keeping your teammates on the totem pole, I think it's a whole different ballgame.
I think everyone isn't 100% consistent at that second phase. I tend to really like the ground excel, though.
Yeah. Soup actually went for the bottom route after missing the platform there, which is an interesting backup. I think that actually is probably a better option for like a backup there as opposed to flying up. Torque just takes the bottom route anyway. You're like, regardless. So
yeah, bottom route was like definitely the default route. Back in like 2022, bottom route was like the default route, and it was only Deku who was like top route's faster. And even then, we all thought like it was only faster if you got the direct glide across. That like, and I don't know if that is true, but they definitely said that a lot, that it was only faster if you
hit the direct glide.
Yeah,
I see. Mm-hmm.
It's weird though, because bottom route definitely seems slower, but I don't know.
Mm.
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I think it's just it's because you have to like, since you're so tall, you have to like wait. You have to like fly a lot earlier, and flight speed is quite slow. So yeah. Soup seems like he's frustrated with I presume Aura is 66. If Deku was up, it would be Deku. Anyway, Egg Emperor. Let's hope Soup gets a 1 cycle. I would love that for him. Favorite thing for Soup.
Looking good. Does the circle method?
Oh, Soup's gonna get owned by
He's
Emperor.
dead though, yeah.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up, bro. Emperor sucks.
The 2 cycle? The quick 2 cycle? The cheeky
The
2
2 cycle though, and Soup's
Yeah.
gonna wrap it up. GG for Soup by about 2 minutes. But Torque might be. Oh, it's not looking like 37 anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Was close.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Tori gonna hit that? No. Okay. She's gonna have to go for a second cycle here.
Let's see.
Out,
but Amy talked to a teammate.
I don't know. I don't think she was spinning the stick, so she just didn't get Amy attached. But
spinning the stick or tapping the stick helps.
That's the 3 cycle, and that's a GG for Torque as well. Soup coming in with a 2-minute win. 36. That's the speed run of a lifetime. So
Definitely a solid time.
definitely a good match for both players. I feel like both players played pretty well. Soup probably.
So what was that about the neutral stick strat not working, Katie?
I'm talking
shit.
Oh, it was Game It? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I got told the wrong information. I was told it was Katie.
No, I'm saying that, like, you got owned on the totem pole anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's like we look at the totem pole, you go, let's go gambling. Like, that doesn't matter. Like everybody has their own home remedy for that. But like the neutral stick strat for the start, which like allows me to not get ground excelled, which is like the worst feeling in the world. It's so good.
Clarify, also, I wasn't talking shit.
Okay.
But Katie was like, Soup sometimes gets trolled on Emperor, and then I was like, oh, really? Because I thought the neutral stick strat was supposed to be really consistent.
I see, gaslighting me.
That was the setup for that sentence.
So. We were joking around anyway. It was literally, they were like, oh, they're talking trash about the neutral stick strat, and I was like, I'm gonna go in and just gaslight. I'll go in and say something. I was like, yeah. Fun race.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry about the deaths.
About the everything. Yeah.
Rail Canyon and Egg Force.
Yeah, what happened? What was your thought process on Rail Canyon specifically?
Well, I missed the check. And so I died and was like, oh, oops. And so I just restarted. And then I missed the check again, and I'm like, I'm not doing this again. And so I run back, grab the check, do a lap around it like I'm working out, it's like... It's just unbelievable.
That's really awesome.
Rail Canyon is the consequential stage, for sure.
Yeah. It was really funny. What, dude? I'm still kind of mad about the Seaside Hill. You lose like 2 seconds for that, and I'm still mad. I tried to tornado, the game was like, nah, you can just die.
Yeah. What's up, Torek?
Hello, GG.
GG.
Yeah, so Torek, how did you feel about that race?
Overall, I was pretty content with my time. Like, I felt like I played the beginning, like, really well. And then, overall, like, being 30 seconds off of my PB, I'm more than satisfied with. I knew going into Hang Castle, practicing Hang Castle, I was just not getting the door clip, so I'm just like, I'm just gonna do the second night. I'll give it 1 attempt and then just go for the casual version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ended up working out pretty well. I mean, Soup did have a fail. I thought it was gonna be the Hang Castle door clip shootout, but thankfully it didn't happen.
Yeah.
That would be awesome to see. I hope me and Deku do that. That would be so awesome.
Dude, I need a race between you two to just be decided by both of you forgetting how to do Hang Castle door clip.
That'd be epic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was super cool to see both of you guys play so close to your PBs.
Yeah. It was lit. What kind of spaghettis, what do you like spaghetti? Is what I'm asking.
No. Okay, I wonder how the first question was going to get around to this happening. But to answer your question, yes, I do like spaghetti. I, in fact, had spaghetti for lunch.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, have you ever thought of pizza, by the way? Have you ever thought about pizza?
Have I ever thought about pizza, like, at all? Like, at all?
The question, though, is...
I'm not sure.
Posed to me earlier.
I think it's a good question. Like, have you ever thought of pizza?
About pizza?
And also, Soup and Torek, I've recently put out a new game, a new hunting game, where you have to hunt for the pizza place that I ate from on Saturday.
Yeah.
Good luck.
On
Oh, God.
Saturday. All right,
Yep.
gotta go check the location. Where were you on Saturday? What are the pizza places in the area? Gotta find
The
out.
secret.
Gotta find it.
All right, but yeah, no, I mean, disaster moments aside, I mean, I did play Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, this was definitely a Sonic Heroes speedrun. Leave a like if you're Sonic Heroes.
Hit elevator skip. That was really funny. I didn't think I was doing that for another 15 years.
Yeah, I thought that was a little crazy. So Soup, as the winner of gaming and all things pizza, what do you want to see rated in the world?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Because this was the last race, right? I'm not like
Yeah,
going
this was the
cuckoo
last
crazy.
race.
Awesome.
Let's see. So we have some options, I think. I think we have options. I don't know who's live. We have some. So Emerald's live. Oh, Freezy's live. Wait, hold on. He's not playing Sonic, but we could go raid Freezy. You know, he's not in the Rose tournament, but he's here in our hearts. Shout out to the homie.
Freezy is in our hearts, and that's the goat. I ate Freezy, by the way. I ate several Freezies.
Epic.
It was very fun. Yeah, goodbye forever, everyone. We had a fun time. Come back tomorrow for more races, and make sure to install pizza in your fridge and do upside down jumping jacks, okay? Bye!